Nico, what's up, sis? Oh, Nature Boy did a jail call. I forgot about that. Man, check that out too. What the fuck is this thing? I'm under that goddamn chair. Come on in and hit that like button. Oh yeah, that nigga going at Jadakiss too. I forgot to put that in the title. That nigga going at Jadakiss too. He said Jadakiss is misleading the youth. How many young boys you know listen to Jadakiss? Like really? Like I like what young boys is listening to Mano, Jadakiss, and Jim Jones? I have yet to see one of them little what they call them now YNs bumping Jadakiss, bumping Jim Jones, bumping Mano. I've yet to see one of them little YN niggas or one of them YNs be bumping either one of their music. They not they listening to they be honest with you, a lot of these YNs be listening to their local underground rappers. They don't even listen to mainstream no more. They don't listen to mainstream music. They use all listen to underground music. Philly, we known for having a lot of underground music, a lot of underground artists, because all of our artists were started off underground. Like Meek Mills, we watched him. PNB Rock, we watched him. We watched them go from rapping on the corner to the big stage. These young boys are not listening to no Jadakiss. I mean, after that what's it called? The verses, when kids dropped that freestyle, it did make a lot of the young boys go look him up. But they ain't checking for him. They probably made who that? Let me go check him out. Just for that hot minute, but they not worried about that. Come on, bro. I think he just hating on Jadakiss. The nigga doing something positive. He doing podcasts. He taking his pop around him, doing podcasts with him. I think he got his son with him too. Like, what did you? I don't understand what the big issue is. But that shit he said about Wack, that shit was real suspect. He said he even said it on my wiretaps. Wait, your wiretaps? This nigga was talking about he wiretapping, and he gonna talk about Wack snitching while snitching on Wack. I don't get that. How you outing somebody for snitching while snitching on them at the same time? That don't make sense. They really don't. But y'all come on in and hit that like button. I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired as hell, man. This job is gonna be wagging. This shit is really draining me. Shit is really draining the fuck out of me. I gotta do it. Gotta do it. Knee slapping Kulu going back and well, they knee slap went up on his live and confronted him. He was like, nigga, you stole my shit, bro. You ain't give me credit. And Kulu tried to lie. I've never seen two people take a screenshot from of the same video, the same exact timestamp, and basically the same exact picture. I've never seen two creators do that. They might take a snapshot from the same video, but it's not going to be the same exact timestamp. Like the exact same picture, like exact same picture. That does not happen. That does not happen. You should have just gave the nigga his props. You took that man's shit. And then try to make him look like he was lying and he was clout chasing. What is he clout chasing? What clout is he getting from confronting you about stealing his work? I didn't understand that part neither. What clout is he getting from that? I don't understand that part. Bernice, peace and welcome. Yo, this shit he said about Wack is wild.
Shall we begin? Shall we begin? Y'all already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off those shoes and super violate that like button. Or maybe I should sit up there and say, in the words of the late, great DMX, niggas done started something. You ready to go, Wack? I'm not even going to sit up here and talk. Let's go straight to the tail of the tapes.
Bro, you know what happened last time you did this, right?
See, the homework has been done. Y'all just got to pay attention.
A hard head make a soft ass. No diddy. We've been through this already, bro. Next time it's gonna be your whole channel. It ain't gonna be your monetization. It's gonna be your whole channel next time. All right. I need this content. You about to fuck everything up. Like, nah, I just jump to the next topic.
Bulletin, Wack 100 text me. Be fake as Brick, the one who told 600 first.
Who? About what?
About Big U's alleged body, maybe?
Huh?
I don't know.
Call Wack. Man, and say whatever. I told 600 about an alleged body.
You got a pie?
Y'all be up there on some fake.
Wait, what did Brick tell
the first? Cause I warned it.
Mike James, Mike James.
June 23rd, 2023.
Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button.
Brick Baby's house and you bailed him out. That called 600 and told 600 they on Cuz bumper. Big, you got some problems coming. Now, I don't think Brick Baby knew what they was talking about, but he mentioned talking about something in Las Vegas. Nobody knew. Man, he's a fool.
Wait a minute, but yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I agree and disagree with Hassan Campbell. I agree with him because why are you talking about this shit over the internet and a podcast? It seemed like he was trying to set Brick Baby up. It seemed like he was sowing seeds. Or what's the phrase? Planting seeds. Not sowing. Why the fuck did I say sowing seeds? Planting seeds. Get niggas to talk about shit like that on the internet. Sound like he was trying to coerce him into a very incriminating conversation there. But I disagree with Hassan because you snitching on Wack while exposing him for snitching.
Dead up, I ain't going no. Hey man, you said that I called him about somebody. Man, you was a fool, boy. Oh, the dead up. You sound crazy to the
months later in August, bro, we've been told this story years summer.
Why are you even talking? Why are you talking about something about a murder? How do a gangbanger get to talk about a murder on the big screen? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what murder that's cool to y'all?
Let me answer the question.
Wack, you knew the feds was watching.
This had a little itchy.
Go ahead.
If that's the case,
Hold up. You claim that the feds and the FBI and the CIA be watching you. Yet you was over here, you snitched on Wack, you snitched on 50 homie, you snitched on Preem. You didn't incriminated thousands of people and then told all their crimes on the internet.
What's on the internet?
What's on the internet? None of that's on the internet. What are you talking about?
Wack just put it on the
That'd be his excuse too.
Because this is an argument that I'm willing to turn down right now.
That'd be his excuse too.
Talking about? Don't try to tie me.
I noticed Wack used that as an excuse a lot. It's on the internet. It's on the internet, and you 9 times out of 10 you can't find it on the internet.
He into no police that you doing. You are doing police. You're talking about something. They never said nothing about no DNA. And oh man, what the are you talking about? You
yeah, bro, this is wild.
The only way y'all know that is because you is the police, gang. That man, hell no. What are you even? How? I'm gonna tell him.
I noticed one thing you never do. You rarely give the person video you playing the credit for it. You just play people's videos and don't give them no credit for it, no shout out, no nothing. He do that a lot too.
I told him about the that he talking about right now.
Hold on.
Man, you done lost your mind, boy.
Okay, watch this.
So I don't even know who the person is. So I'm gonna tell you who it is. I've never met the person, didn't know the name, don't know nothing about Ned around this. This talk about the family.
We got to go out. 600. Everybody be quiet. 600.
Bro, I'm not gonna talk about this. I'm not talking about big. Listen,
Brick baby ain't having it.
I'm not talking.
Brick ain't having it. Brick ain't having it. I ain't tell you shit. I don't know what you talking about. And why are we even having this conversation? And he still keep trying to lead the conversation on to him incriminating himself. I do see what Hassan is talking about with that aspect. But again, how you exposing somebody for snitching while snitching on them at the same time. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to take these boots off. My dogs are barking. Woo! My dogs are barking. 30 people in the chat. Make sure y'all hitting that like button as y'all come in.
I just want to hear.
Look, Brick got up and walked off.
All right, Brick's walking away.
Brick's walking away. Brick's walking away.
It seemed like him and Adam tried to
Wack
set him
knew
up.
that the feds was watching because he's tied into the feds and he's putting the evidence on the internet and he's coercing Brick Baby to talk about a body.
Bro, I do want to warn you though, even though I think Wack is some type of informant, but to say that he's tied into the feds, that's slander, bro. That's defamation and that's slander. I do believe he something police about him. You know too much, bro, and you lead niggas into incriminating conversations over the internet. I don't know. But to say that he's tied in with the feds specifically, that's a bold statement. That's a bold accusation, and that's slander and defamation of character. That's criminal negligence in color of law.
that Big U was being charged with right now.
Domestic terrorism.
This wasn't on the internet. You brought it to the internet, Wack. And the nigga throws rocks and hides his hands. You ain't no different from them dudes that was in the back of the Alejandro ballroom that screamed out, "Get your hands out of my pocket." And while you screaming in the background, they airing out, clearing out Malcolm X. That's you, Wack.
Bro, you use that for everything, bro. Can you come up with a new like metaphor? What's it called? A new metaphor. Can you come up with a new one? Because we tired of hearing that Malcolm X "get your hand out of my pocket" thing. We are so tired of it. You have overused it.
Shout out to Trap Lord Ross, whatever his name is. Shout out to him. Because it's
he
funny,
did give him a shout out.
Funny how
or no
when Wack get caught up and people start exposing him for what the agent he really is. Now you sit up there and you bragging about how World Star is offering you $4 million because they was on to you. So you sued them and they ordering that because now you put the government on them. You put the law on them, right? What? And now you trying to sue.
See, they some heavy accusations you making, bro, that you have shown absolutely no proof of. Now, I ain't saying this ain't true. I'm just saying, come on, bro. Come on, bro. This nigga tell you the sky purple. Nigga lie, just a lie. So you know. And then you said he sick the government on it. How do you know all this information? You don't give us no what they say on side netters? Source up. You don't give us no sources, no nothing. Just word of mouth.
Trap Lord Ross or whatever his name is, that white boy name is. Now you trying to sue him because whenever niggas is on to you, it's crazy. It's crazy. Wack, it's crazy.
Now you just heard him say that he just sued World Star. He just sued Trap Ross for exposing him. What the fuck do you think he gonna do to you, doofus magoofus? You're listing the people he sued for slandering him while slandering him. Would you think he's not going? Wack like to play chess. He going if he come, he trying to take everything you got. You see, he hit you with a missile last time. Took your monetization. That was just a warning. What do you think he's going to do next time? Mark Maxwell, peace and welcome. Ray Bans 310, peace and welcome.
How the same charges that Big U got with those guns and the rumors about the guns and selling guns in the hood, you admitted on my wiretaps, my nigga, when you was talking to me, how you was giving guns.
What? When you're what?
And the rumors about the guns and selling guns in the hood, you admitted on my wiretaps, my nigga, when you was about the guns and selling guns in the hood. You admitted on my wiretaps, my nigga, when rumors about the guns and selling guns in the hood. You admitted on my wiretaps, my nigga, when you was talking to me.
You admitted on my wiretaps. What do you mean by that? wiretaps. That's a weird statement there, Mr. Pissy Poppy. Your wiretaps, big baby, is in still got caught up. Yeah, I do realize that too. I was Wack the only one that keep, but Wack the only one with money out of them. But still, I get what you're saying. Yeah, wiretaps is crazy. Libra, peace and welcome. But wiretaps is crazy. But listen, he not only do he say he was wiretapping, he's snitching on him.
It's crazy. Wack, it's crazy how the same charges that Big U got with those guns and the rumors about the guns and selling guns in the hood. You admitted on my wiretaps, my nigga, when you was talking to me, how you was giving guns to the Bloods and the Crips for them to kill each other. Who does that? How did you get away with that? How?
Slander, defamation, my nigga. Because you played the recordings, I ain't hear none of that. Maybe you got more of the recording that you haven't let us hear, but from what I heard from the recording, he ain't say nothing like that. The bits and pieces I heard of it, I could be wrong. Maybe he got more recording, but either way, even if he did admit on the wiretap, you still put the recording. He admitted it to you, and you telling right now. Not only did you tell, you recorded him, and then put the recording out. How are you sitting here pointing the finger at Wack? That's my issue. I'm not saying Wack might not be some type of informant or some type of police. I'm saying, how is he standing here pointing the finger at Wack when he literally did the same thing to Wack? He admitted to an alleged crime. He allegedly admitted to a crime, and you recorded him, and then put the recording out, and then now you're repeating it to the world. You think because the recording is out, that makes it okay? No, it still doesn't, because everybody forgot about it. Number one, and number two, you the one who put the recording out in the first place.
Was it that you was in the mix of a lot of this stuff? You was in too deep with Big U, and you just so happened to fall out with Big U at the right time. And then before shit hit the fan, see, this is where you think you slick. You knew things was about to get real ugly, so you reached out to Hocus 4/5, and you reached out to Hassan Campbell to put the fire out because you wanted to squash the beef. You didn't want us to recognize your works.
Wait, what? When did he reach out to you to put the what fire? What are you talking about? You be this nigga want to be in celebrity circles. For someone who always says he doesn't want to go through the door, and he's not fucking with the industry and celebrities, you sure do want to mingle in those circles, and you sure do consider yourself a celebrity. Now that's what I don't get. He's called himself a celebrity multiple times previously. This is recently. He's called himself a celebrity. For someone who say you don't fuck with the industry or celebrities, why would you want to call yourself a celebrity? And why do you want to be around them so much? Or included in shit like that? Like you just included yourself into some shit just to make it seem like, celebrities reach out to you. on Vlad TV, he said he'd be talking to A-list celebrities on a daily basis. What A-list celebrity? Come on, you would have had him on your live stream. Come on, you talking to A-list celebrities and you ain't got none of them on your channel to help boost it? Make that make sense.
So you go to Hawkins for a fifth talking about I'm squashing the beef. I ain't never going at you again. Word to K Slay. If you respected K Slay, you wouldn't have went at him in the first place. If you respected K Slay, you wouldn't have came at me.
Wait. Hold on. How dare you? Again, point the finger at him, talking about respecting K Slay, and you literally put two unalivings on K Slay right after he died. You put two bodies on him, and then was calling him foul after he died. Now, mind you, he knew all this shit while K Slay alleged shit while K Slay was alive, but waited till he died to say what he had to say.
Didn't K Slay tell you I was the illest nigga in Nebraska? You wouldn't
have
went at him in the first place. If you respected K Slay, you wouldn't have came at me. Didn't K Slay tell you I was the illest nigga in Nebraska?
When did he
say
that?
My nigga. What, I gotta play him back or something? Nah. But for those of y'all that's watching, watch and pay attention, man.
Now, is it me or he sure do have a lot of recordings of people? He always talking about should I play back the tape? Should I play back the audio? Zip. Do you want me to play back the message where you was in my DMs talking about you admire me? You sure do a lot of recording of people. I don't think Wack was the only person he recorded. Oh, God.
Baby tried his K Slay, you wouldn't have came at me. Didn't K Slay tell you I was the illest nigga in Nebraska? That's your words, my nigga. What, I gotta play him back or something? Nah. But for those of y'all that's watching, watch and pay attention, man. Pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. Brick Baby tried his best to avoid the conversation that Wack tried to entrap him.
Now, wait a minute. Hold the boat. Stop the presses. You know what I just realized? Ask me what I just realized. Say what you just realized, Remy. Put it in the chat. Don't worry, I'll wait. You know what I just realized? Oh, shit. That thing beautiful. Y'all want to know what I'm waiting for y'all to ask. Say what you just realized, Remy. Y'all want to know what I just realized? $22 people in the chat. 11 likes. Come on, family. Get those likes up. 39 people in the chat, I meant. Well, ain't nobody going to ask me? Thank you, Manzi. I just realized that 2 days ago, when was my last live stream? 3 days ago, right? Wasn't he just saying he wanted to do another interview with him, with Wack 100 and 6ix9ine? And we kept asking for somebody, why would you want to do? Everybody was asking me. Everybody, not just me, not just us in the chat, y'all in the chat. Everybody was asking him, why would you want to do interviews with people that you call COINTELPRO or agents? Now, and I think I did predict this too. I said, now watch when they turn that he acting like he want to do interview with him now, and then watch when the interview get turned down or one of them say no, he gonna go right back to going at him again. I think I did say that. I'm not sure. I think I did say that though. But nigga, just no more than a week ago, you was talking about doing another live stream interview with them, with Wack 100, 6ix9ine, Charleston White, and academics. You was blushing. You was blushing. We've never seen a man blush so damn much because of two men were talking about him. Never seen that shit in my life. You was just trying to do an interview with Charleston White, Wack 100. You said set it up. Do we gotta go back to the tapes? Do we gotta go back to the tapes? Because I think it's still up on your channel.
Same way he sat up there and he's sitting on the podcast, right? You sitting on the podcast, the same podcast, and you entrapping Loose Cannon. Loose Cannon is dumber than a doorknob.
Wow.
The nigga's dumber than the doorknob.
Wow.
I like Loose. He's cool, but the Loose Lips.
Why didn't you call him Loose Lips when he was on your channel doing all that shit? Why didn't you call him dumb when he was out? See another person. You wait till they in jail or they dead and start talking shit or saying how you really feel about them. Because you wasn't talking this shit when he was in your live stream with B Stinger. You wasn't talking none of this shit when he was out of jail. And you wait till he get out of jail because I'm calling him dumb. And because you know that nigga might get roofed for a while. Now you want to start talking shit. And that's crazy.
Sank ships, and you knew he was stupid. You couldn't get Brick Baby the same way. Brick Baby got so mad he got up and he walked away and he ran and asked you before he left the TV screen, why are you talking about a homicide? Why are you talking about a homicide? That's the reason why Big U is in jail right now before the...
Wait. Why are you talking about a homicide? Are you asking that question, Hassan? Are you asking that question? Hold on. Are you sure you want to ask that question? Why are you talking about a homicide on the internet? Hold on. I got you. We talking about murders on the internet, bro. Where Wax Dog channel at? Because I could have sworn I guess the Boston Sea Court. There's a nigga behind a tree. The police rose up. I say it's a nigga. Everybody scrambling, and it's a nigga behind the tree. And I said, that's the nigga I'm gonna get before I make my exit. He lifted the big can up, and I pushed his top back, and I just stood there in a trance. Ain't that what you said when you was talking about that alleged murder unaliving that you committed in Boston Sea Court? How you talking about Wack doing it? And hold on, let me find it. I'm gonna find this video.
Police came to get him for it.
So this is gonna probably be my last video. I'm gonna go turn myself in to see what's going on. They talking about I'm a fugitive. So they just raided all my houses. 600 was actually with the police.
Oh, he got Wax Dog channel
He's
taken
actually
down.
got video and footage of it. So y'all know what y'all dealing with.
Yeah, he did.
And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property,
got
they was
Wax
asking about
channel
Wack.
Taken down.
Wack, Loose Cannon, 600, and this internet stuff.
All right, we ain't seen that Big U video 1,000 times. All right, so let's get into this Jadakiss video because this shit funny. Nigga said this nigga bragging up what? Hold on, I'm gonna let him tell it because he's being a huge hypocrite about Jadakiss?
Shall we begin? Shall we begin?
Huge hypocrite.
You already know the rules. When you come to my house, take off your shoes and super violate that like button.
That makes me uncomfortable.
Matter of fact, don't take off your shoes. Don't even wash your hands when you get ready to eat.
What?
Because what we realize is that some of you niggas only recognize dirty niggas, grimy niggas, gritty niggas. Shall we begin? I'm starting to realize that in order for me to get your attention, I can't sit up there and show you the better things in life. Yep, no.
This sounds like an excuse for you to start bragging about your street life again. Because I notice more and more that's all you've been talking about. If you go back to the last 2-3 months of his video, every video, I guarantee you, is something about him going to jail for murder, or him being in jail, or him being out in the streets and packing guns. And I guarantee you, you'll find that somewhere in every single video. And you hear it more and more and more.
No. You niggas don't want the better things in life. Y'all want, this is D Block, mighty D Block. Yeah, I love the locks. I love D Block too.
Mr. Switchy, Chris.
Here's the reality of it.
Man,
the reality of it. For almost 25 to 28 years, close to 30 years, D Block, Jadakiss, LOX, the locks. For almost 28 years, these niggas been getting show money.
Okay.
I don't give a goddamn what these niggas said in their raps.
Right.
I don't care who went to jail for hanging around these niggas. I don't care who did what. For almost 28 years, I'm going to be nice and give you 25. The locks, Jadakiss. One of the nicest niggas ever. I love Jada. I love the locks. But I'm going to stand on what I said. Jadakiss has been rich longer than he's been poor. Jadakiss has been getting money, legal money. I don't care if he decides.
What are you talking about? Did you not watch the struggle between him and Diddy? You know how long it took for them to get their money? Them niggas have not been rich that long. I mean, he had a couple of dollars in his pocket, but them niggas ain't been rich that long. Not as long as you think. You said he's been rich longer than no, the fuck he has not. That nigga ain't get his money from Diddy and all that money that back. What is he talking about? And what does that matter? You right, Ray-Bans. What does that even matter?
With illegal money, because illegal niggas around him, he invested in. And it went left. I don't care about that. For 25 to 28 years, Jadakiss has been getting legal money. And he knew better. And when you know better, you do better. I know if I decided to be the nigga that I grew up being, raised by B.O.,
oh God,
ran with Xavier Williams.
With anything,
I won't even name.
What did this got to do with? I see. This is what I'm talking about. He's trying to use it as an excuse for him to brag about his street life. Well, his so-called street life. Because what did that have to do with anything? What did it have to do with anything? Absolutely nothing. He just wanted to bring it up.
The niggas that I came up under, I won't even name all of them. For those who know, they know.
No, they don't.
Niggas know.
No, they don't, and we don't either.
I've been to jail for multiple bodies. Jadakiss ain't never killed shit. I've been to jail for multiple bodies. I've been to jail for multiple bodies.
You have never been to jail for no bodies, bro. You've been to jail for assault on a woman. You ain't go to jail for nobody, bro. You got arrested. Going to jail and being arrested is two different things. You got arrested, and we only got there's only one arrest record of you being arrested for a murder, a homicide. There's only one record of it. You said when you showed the paperwork, you said your lawyer was mailing you the rest, and we ain't seen it since. This was 2-3 years ago, and T-Bone just put your paperwork up there. You only went to jail. You got arrested for murder, but you went to jail for assault. And again, what do you having bodies got to do with any of this? With any of this? Not a damn thing. You just wanted to brag about it.
All of them. For those who know, they know. Niggas know. I've been to jail for multiple bodies. Jadakiss ain't never killed shit. I've been to jail for multiple.
How the fuck do you know what Jadakiss did with his life and in his life? How do you know what this man did? I'm not saying that he did. He probably never needed to. You ain't never need to. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. My bad. Yeah, you did. But you ain't gonna do it.
These in attempted murders.
In attempted murders.
It's in the courts.
One of them is in the courts. All these other bodies and attempted murders. No, it's not. Your records have been looked up, and we don't see nothing with no attempted murders or murders, like murders with an S. You got arrested for one homicide, and he broke the charge down to assault because you assaulted your baby mom. So he was like, all right, we ain't gonna get him for the murder, but we damn sure will get you for beating up this woman. But you ain't been to jail for no fucking attempted murders. You've been to jail one time. How you keep saying you've been to jail for multiple homicides and multiple bodies, but you've only been to jail one time? Where's all these extra jail stays coming from? All this extra shit.
I get on this internet and try to fit. I do my best to try to teach. One of my biggest fallouts I've ever had, right, was with Five God. Because we couldn't see eye to eye. He didn't like my approach. I didn't like his approach. The end result to me and Five God beefing with each other.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with that. What I think it was is people were starting to recognize Five God. Five God was starting to get more popular, and you ain't like that shit. You ain't like that shit. That's what I think it was.
staying on the same page? Was K-Flock going to jail? D-Thang going to jail? The whole hood went to jail. Zay Munna went to jail. Every nigga that didn't go to jail died.
And
that's what got me sitting back at the round table again with Five God. Like, damn, what did I do wrong? Was it me? Was it him? Was it a lack of communication? What could we have done to do better?
Oh, Jaded, I'm using it.
After all the beef me and Five God went through, it got ugly. It wasn't fake. It was real. I always thought.
Speaking of Five God and you and Five God beef, you did the same thing to him that Wack just did. You just said Wack did the Brick Baby. You told him, "Give me my Ruger back. Give me my Ruger back." And what he had to say to you? I don't know what you're talking about, officer. Give me my Ruger back. Hold on. Ho. What Ruger? I don't know what you're talking about, officer. That's the same thing you just pointed the finger at Wack for. That's wild.
And maybe he's thinking the same thing. What the hell could we have done to do better?
No, it ain't.
Everybody's gone.
Wait, did he just tell us that he missed Five God? Am I tripping, or did this man just tell us that he missed Five God? He's reminiscing. Am I tripping, or that's what he? Hold on, how did that just slip by? Is this nigga telling us that he missed Five God?
Went through. It got ugly. It wasn't fake. It was real. I always thought, and maybe he's thinking the same thing. What the hell could we have done to do better?
Translation. I've been thinking about him, and I maybe he's thinking about me. I just wonder, do you ever think of me anymore? Do you? I just wonder. Maybe this decision was a mistake. You probably don't get what I have to say. But it's been heavy on my mind for months now. I guess I'm trying to clear some empty space. Yo, did this nigga just tell us that he missed Five God? He said maybe he thinking the same thing. What could we have done better? Translation. I miss my baby.
It got ugly. It wasn't fake. It was real.
Wow, y'all. I quit.
I always thought, and maybe he's thinking the same thing. What the hell could we have done?
Nothing to do with Jadakiss.
Everybody's gone. But you know who's still there? On the internet, eating off of his father and eating off of his grandfather and eating off of himself? Jadakiss's son.
Point, since he became a father, he just came to appreciate growing up in a two-parent household. Actually, it was a label that he didn't really want to talk about because it wasn't streaked. And he didn't tell you he went to private school, and we had
no. That wasn't that nigga that started. I didn't hear it in there.
Now ain't want to put me on the summer jam.
He said, "Now you want to put me on the summer jam
screen."
Yo, it's Clarence from the other side of 8 Mile
on the summer jam screen.
So you don't have to be
His real name's Clarence.
Of the hood to be in the hood, Jason. Right? Or vice versa.
We still lived in the hood, though.
Right. We still lived in the hood.
We wasn't coming from Bel Air. We was doing all of this in the hood.
I did this with my mom. She heard all that poverty rhyme. She's like, wait, huh?
Yeah, Hassan made it seem like he wasn't still in the hood. He had all his dad was saying was he had a 2-parent household. Yeah, he went to private school, but he still lived in the hood. So that means his father and his mother were sacrificing being able to live outside of the hood so he can get a good education. That's all his dad basically said. To me, that's what I got. Because you still living in the hood, but your son in private school. You know how much private school costs? That means they were sacrificing the money that they could have used to go get out of there. So you got an education. We'll tough it out until you get out of school, and then we'll get the fuck up out of here. That's what it sounded like to me.
Poverty. No, you had a good home. Don't get out there lying. But for some of us, it'd be a choice.
Fact.
Like we don't have to go this way, but it's right there.
I
Get outside and I gotta go see what's going on.
This nigga was
going to college, private school.
Hold up, Cass. Hold on, Cass. Back that up. So you mean to tell me that you was bald for 20 years on purpose? What's up with you New York niggas back in the 90s? Y'all niggas love them baldies back in the 90s. You couldn't find a New York nigga without baldy back in the 90s. Or the high top fade. But wait a minute, Kiss. Hold on, back that up, bro. You was bald for 20 years on purpose? That's wild.
School. I'm writing all this down.
Styles and Sheik went there too, though.
Right, Styles under the bus.
They didn't do that.
He said, nah, them niggas was there too. Kiss, wow. That nigga said, nope. Yeah, nope. Them niggas was there with me.
I ain't snitching, they did.
It was the same school.
P and Luke, we all went to the same school. Then P went to the jail.
No disrespect to him. Because in the crack game, coming from the crack era, and everything that we was raised and taught to do, we was taught to sell our people the most foulest images, things, drugs, whatever you name it, to do what we had to do to survive. Pardon my French, but I don't understand what the Jadakiss the nigga been doing shows from.
Now, this is how you know that he just wanted to talk about Five God, reminisce on Five God in his supposed street life. The video's 12 minutes. We 8 minutes into the video, and he's just now getting to the point. He's just now getting to the topic. This whole entire video, all he did was talk about himself. None of it had anything to do with Jadakiss. It was all about him. This is what he's been doing lately. I'm telling you, go back to his videos on every single fucking topic. He'll talk about himself for 10 minutes, and then last 30 seconds of the video, that's when he talk about the topic. It's like when Pharaoh was doing topics and he couldn't stop talking about Gold Beauty and his baby moms. Every topic, he somehow dragged him into it. That's him doing it to himself. Every topic, somehow dragging himself into it. And talking about himself.
From 25 to 28 years.
And
right. And I get it. Some of y'all think that it's okay for him to mislead y'all children to the penitentiary.
Let me stop you right there. Listen to what you just said, nigga. These niggas been rapping for 20 to 30 years. What child is listening to Jadakiss right now. Don't worry, I'll wait. What child do you see bumping Jadakiss in his AirPods? How many times your kids come up to you and say, Daddy, Mommy, did you hear that new Kiss? That joint was fire. Yonkers, we up. Ain't that where Kiss from Yonkers or something like that? That's what that place called in New York. Jaded. I can't read that. Bust down. Peace and welcome. He said Rashad Jamal be doing the same shit. I'm pretty sure he do. He said Dame Dash went to a private school too. Yeah, like I ain't gonna knock nobody for where they went to school. Shit. Education is education. You proud of going to a fucked up school? Hell no. Glad my mom got me out of the hood schools and put me in there with them white folks. Lord, child, the best thing she ever did. Put me next to them white folks. Lord, Uncle Ruckus on them. It's like, nah, I'd never be Uncle Ruckus. But yeah. But I forgot what I was talking about.
To mislead your children.
Oh, yeah. Early. What child is listening to Jadakiss? How many times have your how many people in the chat got nieces and nephews? Or kids that are teenagers? Little cousins that are teenagers. How many times have any of them come up to you and say, yo, did you hear that new Jadakiss? How many times have you walked by their room and they was playing music and Jadakiss was on the radio? Don't worry, I'll wait. Don't worry, I will wait. You said the grown child we looking at is on the phone. You're misleading who kids? I don't hear no. I don't see none of these little what they call them YNs on the internet saying, "Yo, I can't wait for that new Kiss album to drop." It's just not happening. They listen to drill music and other shit. How's he misleading the kids? Ain't no kids listening to him.
Grave while his son is still sitting next to him, and your son is him to. Right. And I get it. Some of y'all think that it's okay for him to mislead y'all children.
Make sure y'all hitting that like button and support the channel. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal.
To the penitentiary to mislead y'all children to an early grave, right, while his son is still sitting next to him and your son is gone. Right. You sitting up there with bottles of liquor and burning candles.
That's you right now. You can see the candle flickering off the side, and you got a bottle of liquor in your hand right now. What are you talking about? And projection, Mr. Campbell. It seems like you're upset because he's doing things with his son, and you abandon yours because you're going to bring him up. Watch. I'm telling you, he's mad at Jadakiss. That's why his son is doing this while he's leading your son to the grave. How? When? No kids listening to him. You upset that he has a great relationship with his son and he's able to make money with his son and his father. And you can't because you abandon yours.
Children to the penitentiary to mislead your children to an early grave while his son is still sitting next to him and your son is gone. You sitting up there with bottles of liquor and burning candles while he's patting his son on the back and they
projection, Mr. Campbell. Projection, Mr. Campbell. Projection.
both laughing. His son is gonna make it to the finish line, and your son got finished. Hit him in the head with the. Your son got a snot.
So what about the people who really did lose their son? Like you just, I don't even know what to describe you as anymore. I ain't gonna lie, this is ridiculous. My son is fine, but what about all the mothers and fathers out there that really lost their son to gun violence, and they got to listen to you say, "Oh, your son got hit in the head with the headshot. They rocked your son's snot box." Where do they do that at?
Laughing. His son is gonna make it to the finish line, and your son got finished. Hit him in the head.
Your son got finished.
Your son got his snot box rocked. Your son got his curtains closed. Your son got an early grave. Your son meet me at the crossroad.
Wow.
So you won't be lonely. Your son is when he's dead. And
you're taunt. This is bringing awareness to. How is this bringing awareness? Explain to me how this is bringing awareness. Taunting the people who really did lose their sons, singing songs, making fun of it. Your son got finished. Your son got his curtains closed, TV turned off. Meet me at the crossroads. You won't be like, bro, you singing songs. You're taunting families who really did lose their sons. You ain't got nobody specific to taunt, so you just taunting everybody who lost their son because you butthurt that you abandoned yours, and somehow you feel as though it's the internet fault. Because watch, he's gonna blame the internet. I predicted this shit too. Didn't I just say this the other day? But I said if he had hurt himself or unalived himself, Hassan would blame the internet. I was half right. It wasn't about him unaliving himself, but he still blamed the internet for him abandoning his own child.
gone, it won't be too long. Your son is gone. Pour out a little liquor.
Wow.
Let's roll up a split to him. Your son gone.
Wow.
His son, hugs and kisses. His son, gonna give him grandkids. His son gonna give him grandkids, barbecues, pool parties, maybe even a wedding.
You could have had that relationship with your son, but you chose not to.
Big one. Big gardens. Big fish. Big butlers. Big waitresses. Limousine drivers. Your family? Pastors. Preachers. May he rest in peace. Let's call on the angels. Let's call on God.
It's everybody else's family but his. So it can't happen to your kids, right? So everybody else parenting is off. Everybody else just letting their kids listen to Jadakiss. He the only one. Everybody else just knocking Jadakiss and letting them mislead their children, and he's the exception. Get the fuck out of here, bro. What about your kids? What they listening to? You don't know what they listening to when they at school.
If that's what y'all want, I ain't got it in me to give it to you. I know what it feels like.
Wow, Jada, I didn't realize what you just said.
I know what
Jada said. When I was 16, the locks came out. He was in his 20s. The fuck is Haas talking about? Wow. Wow. He said Styles going to get him, and he'll cop more for Yeah, he definitely is. He's gonna cop more, please. That's what he wants to. That's what he wants. He wants Jadakiss. He's like, all right, I didn't talk to Styles. Now it's time to talk to Jadakiss. I don't think Jadakiss is gonna have the same reaction. He ain't gonna want to fuck with you. He might not have a violent reaction, but I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10, he's just not gonna want to fuck with you. He ain't want to talk to you. None of that. And that's gonna make you mad. That's gonna make him do 1,000 videos. First Styles P, now Jadakiss. Right. This bozo, hold on. This bozo not even worth watching no more. No entertainment value. He just irritating as fuck. Yeah, right. I ain't gonna lie. I do kind of want to jump to something else too. Y'all, if y'all got any other suggestions or any recommendations, feel free to put it in the chat. And I'm saying this for future wise. I've been saying this for years. If y'all have any other topics, now these don't count as requests. I'm asking y'all if y'all got any other topics. Now, a request is a specific video. A topic is totally different. That's not a request. If y'all got any other topics y'all recommend or want to see me cover, feel free to put it in the chat. He said, "We talk for life." Shadow do that all the time. Yo, be right back. You said Wes Watson. Yo, I've been seeing videos on this bald head motherfucker. That's fucked up what he did to that bull. That is fucked up what he did to that bull. John Bravo be killing that nigga. Fucking piece of shit. He said, y'all ain't see Ringo beefing with the FBA last week. No. Do I watch Reed Gibbs TV? No, but like I said, if that's a hot topic that people would like to see. But Wes Watson, I've definitely been watching videos on this nigga. He told the bull to come see him for a one-on-one and strolled on him at the gym. And they use weapons. That nigga's a coward. They keep talking about he's 6 foot. Nigga, you are 5'8". That nigga 5'8". No, I ain't see Rango TV beefing with what's his name? Rodney. Peace and welcome. You said Ice who? Ice Poseidon? I don't know who that is, but I'll check him out.
What it feels like to have my mother crying on the opposite side of the jail cell and telling me to hold my
y'all want to check that out?
Pray me out of prison. I know what it feels like.
Put one in the chat. Y'all want to check
look at my baby mother for the last time, holding my 4-month-old son.
Now watch how he blamed everybody else but the person that was responsible when it comes to his son. But I'm talking about what Mr. Knowledge just put up there. Y'all want to check that out after this? Rango, we only an hour in. We're only an hour in, so it's something new to talk about. I am getting really, really tired of listening to this dude and talking about him. I'm not even gonna lie. I do this shit for y'all, for real. Just like Pharaoh, when I was doing Pharaoh, at first it was something to do. I wanted to do it, but then after a while, I specifically did it for y'all. And that's where I'm at with Hassan Campbell. Like, I'm not doing this shit for me. I'm doing this shit for y'all. Like, I really don't want to talk about him anymore. I want to start exploring. I've been saying this for a while. I want to start exploring a new topic and having my shit be diversal and have just more than one fucking, thing that I talk about. So
L cell
we're gonna start looking at other shit.
and telling me to hold my head. She gonna pray me out of prison. I know what it feels like to look at my baby mother for the last time, holding my 4-month-old son.
See, and all he doing is talking about himself. What does this have to do with you? You said for the only thing that he said about Jada Kiss is he's misleading the youth. He's leading your kid to an early death for the penitentiary. How? You didn't say how. You didn't say what he was doing. You just went right back to talking about yourself again, being in jail, which has absolutely nothing to do with this topic. Nothing. Right back to him talking about being in jail.
Hassan Jr., the one they make fun about on the internet, he was the best thing that ever happened to me.
No, he wasn't. If he was the best thing that happened, look, wait. Let me rewind it. For one, people don't make fun of him; they make fun of you about him. It's two different things. We don't make fun of him. We actually respect him for being who he really is, unlike yourself. We actually respect him way more than we would ever respect you. And number two, if that man was the best thing in your life, the best thing that ever happened to you, you would have never abandoned him in the first place. That's your child, my nigga, and you abandoned him in his roughest times.
I lost that little nigga to the streets.
You lost him to the streets.
Now y'all calling him gay.
He is.
I was in jail for murder.
He's a hoe. Now we calling him gay. You weren't in jail for murder, nigga. You were in jail for assault. And look, you ever know, why can't you just say you was in jail when I was in jail? He just gotta add, he just gotta make sure you know what he was in jail for, which it wasn't. We got the paperwork, my nigga. Let's end this. Hold on, we're gonna end this whole I was in jail for murder shit. We're gonna end this right now. We're gonna end this right now. Here it is. We gonna end this. I'm tired of you saying this, nigga. You never went to jail for murder. You got arrested for it. That's two different things. You got arrested, questioned, you snitched. Wow. You never went to court. There is no court proceeding. Or there was a preliminary hearing or something like that. But hold on, look, we'll look at the paperwork now. Joe, Big Joe, peace and welcome.
So you went to jail for assault in the first, C felony, and you did about a year. Let's just keep it all the way a buck, man. You got the DIN number, you got all
right there. Assault. Where the fuck am I? There we go. Assault. That's what you went to jail for. Here's your paperwork. Sex. Hassan Campbell, male. Ethnicity, black. Also, that's what he puts himself down. Released. Received. Bronx River, in the Bronx.
felony, and you did about a year. Let's just keep it all the way up.
Assault in the first. That's what you went to jail for, bro. You never went to jail for no fucking murder. You weren't in jail. You weren't in jail for murder. You were in jail for 9 times out of 10 beating up his mother because it was your baby mother that you beat up. So if this is when your son was born, 9 times out of 10 it was her. I'm not saying that it was, but that's my guess that it was her. 44 people in the chat. Make sure y'all hitting that like button and support the channel. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. Going along the screen at the bottom and at the top of your chat. Damn, this hat itchy. No problem. That's what we do over here. We expose these fraud ass niggas. I don't know why you come on the internet lying. There's no point. You don't like me for me, then oh fucking well. But I ain't coming on here to please nobody. I came in here to do it just because it was something to do and it was fun. It's fun.
Jail cell.
People in here that I genuinely fuck with.
And telling me to hold my head. She gonna pray me out of prison. I know what it feels like to look at my baby mother for the last time.
Jaded, put the link in the chat for that RINGO video.
Hassan Jr., the one they make fun about on the internet. He was the best thing that ever happened to me.
See how he tried to victimize
lost that little nigga to the streets. Now y'all calling him gay.
He is.
But I was in jail for murder.
For murder.
And I wasn't there to protect him.
Watch
the
this
same shit that happened to me.
And watch he blame his uncles.
And Pistol Pete. And David. And Damon. And Sex Money Murder. His uncles. They wasn't there to protect him neither.
It wasn't their job. You see how he tried to throw somebody else under the bus with him? I wasn't there to protect him. But his uncles wasn't neither. It wasn't their job, my nigga. It was yours. You blaming everybody else but the person that was responsible, my nigga. It wasn't their job. To a certain degree, yes, the uncle should be there to protect you. But for you to say it, nigga, it wasn't their job. It was yours. You chose to run behind Africa BaBa instead of be there for your son. Because this the murderer, he was the getaway driver, right? Bam was the getaway driver, and he the one who had you do it, right? That's what you said. So how is it anybody else's fault but yours? You rather chase Bam around, nut hugging, than to be with your son. And no, you chose to beat a woman up. You chose to beat your baby mama up. $41 people in the chat. Come on, family, get those likes up. Hold on, JD, put the link in the chat so I can. All right, good. He said I wasn't there to protect him, but Pistol Pete and his uncles wasn't there neither.
Y'all already know the rules.
My God.
When you come in my house, take off your shoes. Super violate that like button. Oh, that's right. We in the yard, so you ain't got to take off your shoes. Shall we begin? Shall we begin?
Oh, my God.
When did it become a thing when we started shaming people for being successful.
Huh?
When did it become a thing where we started shaming people for being successful?
What are you talking about?
I sat back and watched so many of my friends die at an early age. I've seen some of the illest killers get killed.
Oh, that wasn't it. Hold on.
Then I look on the internet
One.
and I see some of you superficial clowns bragging about being outside.
There we go. Every day.
And it baffles me.
You say the same shit.
That it ain't safe outside.
Bro, yeah, I'm definitely done talking about you, bro. You ain't got nothing to talk about. If you ain't talking about a celebrity, you talking about somebody bragging about being outside. You really upset you can't go outside. Every time I am really, I'm done. I can't talk about him no more, man. After this, bro. You really upset you can't go nowhere. And you ever noticed that?
Dude.
And every time he talk about niggas saying they outside, he want to go to the backyard and be like, I'm in my backyard. I guess that's his way of saying I don't need to go outside. Look, I got everything right here. I don't want to go out there. Yeah, you do, because you wouldn't keep talking about it.
That's official. Bragging about being outside. After doing decades in jail. You bragging about being outside.
You were just bragging about a murder.
Pissing. Or when
you was just bragging about a murder. Unaliving. I was in jail for murder. I got multiple bodies.
You know to throw it out of. So what are you doing outside? The problem with some of you niggas is you.
Yeah. Let's go to the RINGO video. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of hearing this shit. Let's go to that RINGO video. I'm tired of hearing this nigga. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't do it. I can't do it no more. He killing me. This is killing me. Yeah, I'm aging. I didn't age 10 years in the face. Just listening to him bitch about.
We got a wonderful show for you today.
Being outside.
Hope everybody having a blessed day.
Blessed going afternoon. At the BaBa Rashad.
Hope you driving safe. Whether you're on a 9-to-5 grind or just out and about in the streets.
Bro.
Well, we pretty much gonna be dealing.
Bro. Oh yeah, I heard he said he denounces being a Hebrew Israelite now or something like that. That's what I heard. I don't know if it was true. That's what I heard. But you going at the BaBa Rashad now? What you going over? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You going at the BaBa Rashad now? You tripping. You tripping.
With here, very interesting topic. Man, oh man. I don't know if y'all ready. We're about to expose 2 FBA agents to the community.
Oh my God.
So that the people can know what's going down.
And he's still going at the New Breed. Bro, leave New Breed alone. You lost. You lost, bro. You lost the second you ran to the internet and even put it up there, because it wasn't even on the internet until you ran straight to the internet trying to expose him and wind up exposing yourself. Just leave it alone, bro. Leave it alone. You lost. Just take the L, bow out gracefully. But now you going after BaBa Rashad, bro? Like, what's wrong with you, bro? What's wrong with this dude?
I've been telling y'all for a long time. Nobody want to listen. I'm Ringo TV.
No, I'm not listening.
Just in case you didn't know.
You a doofus magoof.
We've been putting in this work since 2006.
With that flip-flop hat.
Cats don't recognize that.
It looked like the brim of that hat. The flip-flop on me. Flip-flopping and shit. Look like that nigga. Look like that nigga. Look like that nigga flip-flopping and shit.
We're going to make an example out of these YouTube agents. We're going to expose them so badly. Their careers are over. When I go to work and I do my content, I bring out nothing but facts and receipts.
No, you don't.
Everything you're about to witness and listen to is 100% facts, no hearsay, no gossip, right from the horse's mouth.
You bring facts and receipts. You don't forget the lying part. And don't forget to leaving out details too. Don't forget those two things. And yeah, you said you was going to end New Breed career. Never did. I haven't seen you in nobody career.
I put the entire FBA community on notice.
Oh God.
That these two guys that you see on the screen with the arrows are YouTube agents.
So that's slander. That's slander. Defamation.
That pose as FBA for clicks, views, and the like. You're going to also learn that the dude with the white hat on the far left is a fake so-called FBA, a cult member of the religion called the Black Hebrew Israelites.
Oh, wow.
You're going to learn that he hates Jamaicans, Trinidadians, Panamanians, and he believed that they're all tethers. You're going to also hear from the horse's mouth, BaBa Rashad, also known as the Elder, who is a racist. You're going to hear him disrespect FBA.
Wait,
basically claiming that it's a con game.
Hold up. BaBa Rashad is 80-something years old. The nigga was born in it. Are you calling an 80-something-year-old man racist and acting like that ain't fucking normal? That was them niggas' whole lives. Them niggas was born in this shit. Nothing but racism. I'm pretty sure that man has seen racism at its finest in his lifetime. This nigga marched with Martin Luther King in them. That's how old he is. He probably was in his early 20s, late teens when Dr. King died. Take your subtitles off.
And a host of other things. You're going to hear him say that he never spoke against FBA. But we on Ringo TV, we got all the tapes. And I've been waiting for this day. You see, the way I do my work is I let these men speak words so I could get the tapes. Then I use their words against them so that you people out there in the court are able to understand the truth.
You definitely tried that with New Breed. and you wind up exposing yourself. You try to use his own words or whatever, and it wind up backfiring. Why would you even try to still use that tactic? I don't know why. It didn't work. It bombed terribly. Then you need to go back to the drawing board. Max, what's up? My backyard looks like a gay goblin party, a gay garden party. Oh, I'm trying to read these Jones. Mr. Switchy said, he told you, bro. It's pointless covering this dude, Big Bozo, on YouTube. What type of nigga antagonizes people that lost their children and he happens to be gay as fuck? He's a cold loser. You right. You right. I am so sick of talking about him. Like I said, y'all got any recommendations to any topics or anybody y'all would like to see me cover or do reactions to? Feel free to put it in the chat. That it does not count as a request. I repeat, it does not count as a request. I'm actually requesting.
So without further ado, let's get to the tapes. Let's get to the tapes. The tapes don't lie. You see, a lot of you guys, man.
You got an over and under bite. And he a mouth breather.
Y'all been rocking with the elder. And y'all been thinking that this guy is an elder. A quality elderly man full of wisdom. But actually, he's just nothing but a racist. And an agent who's been posing and acting as if though he's really for FBA. But really, he's not. And we got the tapes on all of that. So let's get the receipts. Let's bring it out for the court of public opinion. All the haters of RINGO TV, pull on up. Come on up. As long as you don't bring your disrespect, you allowed to party in the chat. But if you get out of pocket, we got to pack you up. But I want you to pay attention. I know you don't like me. But after you hear what's going on here, I want to see what you got to say about these two guys. We want to see where the real hate is. See, I've been accused of all sorts of things. I've been slandered. I've been lied on. And we're going to set that record straight today. Let's listen at the tape and let the tape do the talking. Now, this particular elder made a very disrespectful, angry video yesterday. A lot of cussing, flipping out, disrespect, calling me all kinds of N-words and everything. And he's supposed to be the elder, one who's supposed to be full of wisdom and knowing better.
Yes.
And his audience is blind. They don't have the truth in them. I got him by his throat right now. His YouTube career is over after this live stream because all his credibility is lost. When I tell you I'm not playing, I'm not playing. Nothing but receipts I got. Let's roll the tapes.
RINGO! You sitting up there talking about black, I'm racist? Black people can't never be no racist, RINGO. We don't control nothing in America on the land that was stolen from us. Let's hear some more of this garbage you're talking about. Then I'm going to come back and put him to rest.
That video that you made about me, accusing me of being a tether.
You is a tether.
Oh, yeah. Remember all the evil things you said about FBA? Oh, I got all your videos.
Now there's another lie he talking about that I told lies about FBA. What video you ever seen Elder Hassan talk about Foundation Black America in a negative way? Have I ever made a video talking about Foundation Black America in a negative way? He's sitting up there lying. He's telling a big old lie right there. I call myself an indigenous a Black American. That's what I call myself, but I do go along with FBA because it's a language. Black people that was here before the white man came. That's right. So him talking about, I was talking about FBA, I don't know where he get that lie from. I ain't never said nothing negative about people that's progressing.
About FBA? Oh, I got all your videos downloaded. We're going to be doing a video about you soon.
Yeah. Look at it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We got you on our radar. Don't think I forgot. You're the racist.
He said he got all his videos downloaded.
Old timers that are the reason why a lot of these youngins today are racist. Is because you in today's day to speak on these issues. Your time is done.
No, your time is done, nigga.
Day now.
Oh shit.
So we're gonna be doing a video about you.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about what you had to say about FBA. We're gonna talk about what you had to say. And we're gonna make the FBA community learn about you. So when you talk about tether.
You think this man is crazy?
I think he's psycho.
In the chat room, right now, everybody that's in the chat room, put a 1 if I ever said anything negative about FBA. Put a 1. If you ever seen the elder say anything negative about our people that's moving forward. I talk about these fucking coons. Nobody ever seen me say anything negative about Foundation Black America.
I ain't never seen him say nothing negative about it. I ain't never heard him say nothing negative about RINGO neither. So you just go around picking targets and Trump and shit on them.
Where is that, RINGO? Yeah, he gonna make up a whole bunch of bullshit on the elder. You ain't never heard me say nothing negative about Foundation Black America. Never.
51 people in the chat. Make sure y'all hitting that like button.
A lot of people been asking me to do a video on the ADOS and FBA, something being run by Camille, Yvette Camille, and Michi X, Tariq Rashid, and other people. They beefing and scheming, lying and deceiving. There might be a lot of people might get mad at me about what I'm about to say about both of these so-called organizations.
Let me find out you a liar, Robert Rashad.
I don't believe in neither one of them. It's a con game, as far as I'm concerned. It's a bunch of.
He's not talking about FBA as a movement. He's talking about the people that's involved in whatever situation he's talking about. So you again, RINGO, you're taking people's words and twisting them to fit your narrative. Because he's talking about the people who's involved in whatever situation he's talking about right now. He's talking about the people involved. He's not talking about FBA as a movement or as, a whole. You reaching, bro. You really reaching.
BS. It's a bunch of deceiving the people. The people that's running these organizations, having conferences, where all the money going that they're getting from for all these conferences and this, that, and the other? What progress had they made politically going forward? I don't see nothing they're doing but arguing, beefing, and lying. That's right. At one time, Tariq was with ADOS. Now he didn't form his own shit.
Your nigga buy that paper.
RINGO TV.
Your nigga buy that paper.
What was that showing?
Your nigga buy that paper.
That didn't prove nothing. Okay, receipt number 1 didn't prove shit. All it did was prove that you take people's words and twist them, because if you listen to what the man said. He said, I think they both twisted.
Say about both of these so-called organizations that's supposed to be fighting for reparations.
Oh, wait, we said organization. Oh, never mind. I was wrong. He did say organization. Oh, whoa, I was wrong. You definitely said organization. BaBa, let me find out you got dementia. I'm gonna go out on the whim and say you might be suffering from old age, memory loss, because you definitely did say something about
it. It's a con game, as far as I'm concerned. It's a bunch of BS. It's a bunch of deceiving the people.
Yeah.
The people that's running these organizations, having conferences, where all the money going that they're getting for all these conferences and this, that, and the other. What progress had they made politically going forward? I don't see nothing they're doing but arguing, beefing, and lying. That's right. At one time, Tariq was with ADOS. Now he didn't form his own shit.
Your nigga buy that paper.
RINGO TV.
Your nigga buy that paper. Your nigga buy that paper.
I'm glad you ain't put your trash there. His trash was on there.
RINGO, you getting the wrong information. You don't know what you're talking about.
He brought the knife to kill people. And that's the sad part. Let me see. If he had never said anything to Anthony, it wouldn't have happened. So now you're calling me crazy. You know what that means?
Yeah, it's coming up in a minute.
Call me crazy and you start with
wait, don't get on the elbow.
Yep. As soon as you disagree with him and call him crazy, you heard him. You heard what he said. Oh, you calling me crazy? So you know what that means. Soon as you disagree with him, he blocking you. That's how you know. That's how you know you wrong. You don't want to hear it. That's why he blocked people, because he knows he's wrong. He just doesn't want to hear it. Make sure y'all hitting that like button, family, and support the channel. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. And like I said, if y'all got any recommendations, people you would like for me to cover, definitely let me know. Put it in the chat. My bad, I was trying to read something.
We don't got time. I don't got time for you racists, bro. Like, a lot of you black folks are just racist. Literally, you saying if he had never said anything to Anthony, it, would have never happened.
Did he just say a lot of us is racist?
It's just crazy, bro. If he would have never said nothing to Anthony.
You heard that, chat? A lot of black people racist. So that means every black person in chat, y'all racist, including myself. We all racist, y'all. According to RINGO. Django Rango.
Literally, you saying if he had never said anything to Anthony, it, you know, would have never happened. Like, this is just crazy, bro. If he would have never said nothing to Anthony. It's just so sad how black folk take no accountability for when black folk commit crime and murder. But if it was the other way around, y'all...
White folks don't take accountability either. What is you talking about, Nick?
Most, it doesn't matter what race you are. There's someone in every race that don't take accountability. What is you talking about? Don't nobody take accountability for a murder. What the fuck? Don't nobody take. Nobody want to go to jail. Who the fuck? What? Nigga, shut up. Nigga, shut up.
Nigga.
Do you hear the tone of this so-called elder?
Yeah, because you pissed him off.
Do you hear his wonderful words of hate? And see, this is what I mean about how when you listen to these people on YouTube, these agents, and they talk about the white man and this and racism. But you got this guy that's like 80 years old. He's calling me an N-word. You got to wonder, how do the other nations take us serious when that's how we conduct ourselves? Such a wonderful.
How can we take your music serious when you on there talking about, yeah, come to me, girl, yeah,
Old man. Let's get back at the tapes.
You going after it.
When that white boy was on the subway, the Michael Jackson impersonator choked that man with nothing. You ain't made no videos about that.
9 minutes.
You ain't made no video when that police shot that old black woman in her house where she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, but yet you believe in white Jesus.
Now, you notice what he just said. He said, I didn't make no videos.
I don't never see you make videos about shit like that.
About the situation involving, I believe it's Jordan Neely. He said, I never made no videos about it. He also said that I didn't make no videos about the Sonia lady that got shot in the face by the white cop. He said, I didn't make no videos about that. So now, when it comes to the court of public opinion, if we can prove that said individual is a liar, then now in the court, that means that his credibility is done. Now, you just heard him say, I didn't make no videos about Jordan Neely, the man who got choked out in the subway by the white man. He said, I didn't make no videos about it, that I didn't speak on it. Why? Because what he's trying to do is slander my name to promote that I support white people killing black people.
What?
That's what he just did. Now, his viewers are dumb. They don't know nothing because they don't watch my platform, but they believe him because he's an elder. So now he said, I didn't make no videos about Jordan Neely. And he also said that I didn't make no videos about Sonia. Let's see what the truth says. Let's get at the tapes.
You ain't said nothing about that, Ringo. You's a hypocrite.
Now, let me pause it there so I could read on the screen. It says, that old man lied and said, I didn't make no videos about Sonia, who was shot in the face by a cop, and Neely, who was choked out by a white man on the train. Well, take a look at this to see who is the hypocrite liar. As you can see on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, we have two videos. One titled, Ron DeSantis praised Daniel Penny for killing Jordan Neely, but not Travis Rudolph for self-defense. If you know about the case with Travis Rudolph, he shot someone in self-defense, and yet he was cooked. No one called him a hero. But yet Ron DeSantis praised Daniel Penny for killing Jordan Neely. And Daniel Penny is a murderer, a killer, a criminal. And I spoke on that issue, totally defending Jordan Neely. But that old timer said I didn't make no videos. That was published a year ago. So where's his credibility now? Where's all the witnesses that hate Ringo TV? Oh, I know, you're not there. Can't say nothing. I made another video, Ron DeSantis support funding criminals, Daniel Penny versus Jordan Neely. The criminal is Daniel Penny.
I ain't gonna lie, he is pulling out receipts on this nigga. He definitely is pulling out receipts on this nigga. But still, you going after an 80-year-old man, bro? Who raised you? For real, who the fuck raised you? What'd you say? Oh, yo, I'm trying to read the chat. Nobody watches Rango TV trash YouTube videos. No, nobody watched them. Where is this video at? 5K. That was a year ago, and you got 100,000 subscribers. Almost 200. That's wild. Oh, my mouse fucking up. There we go.
And I made a video about that, putting everybody on blast. You see how that works? I defended Jordan Neely after he was murdered. I spoke out against those injustices. But that old dog lied publicly. So what does that say about his credibility? He has no credibility. But it gets worse. Let's see what else we got. Oh, what do we got here? Sonia Massey shooting. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Published 8 months ago. I made 2 videos, possibly 3, about the Sonia Massey shooting, where I held the police, the system, and everybody accountable for all the racist actions against a black woman. And yet that old timer that has a short time left on this earth lied and said I never made no videos about it. Where's his credibility? What are you haters gonna say now? What are you gonna say? You're a tether. You're a tether. No, you look stupid because I bring out facts and receipts to substantiate all my points. Now, let's get back to the content. Let's go.
When that white boy was on the subway, the Michael Jackson impersonator choked that man with nothing. You ain't made no videos about that.
Ron DeSantis support funding criminals. Yeah, that's right. You know, it's crazy when you have a governor that it would appear at face value that this guy been doing a good job, especially during the pandemic. But when you see situations like this, it just kind of make Florida look bad. Like if you're a black man and you live in Florida, you ought to be concerned because
I said it.
This guy basically support criminals. Wow. So now his credibility is now in question. See, no one can escape judgment. But now Ron, he put out a tweet. This is from Ron DeSantis' Twitter. He said, "We must defend the Soros-funded DAs, stop the left's pro-criminal agenda." Now, what is he doing here? He's using his power and influence to push an agenda. His tweet goes, "And to take back the streets for law-abiding citizens. We stand with good Samaritans like Daniel Penny. Let's show this Marine."
I ain't gonna lie, so far he been dropping receipts on it. BaBa Rashad is not looking good. You said you ain't never talk about FBA. Lo and behold, he got a video of you talking shit about him. You said he ain't do videos on this topic and that topic. Yeah, lo and behold, he got receipts for that. But it's crazy how he talked about himself more than he talked about BaBa Rashad. When he got a chance to talk about himself, that's all he been doing since.
America's got his back. Wow. That's right. Governor of Florida is basically supporting criminals.
Yeah. You ain't made no video when that police shot that old black woman in her house where she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," but yet you believe in white Jesus.
And for the record, I don't believe in any white Jesus. Anybody that follow my platform knows that the Messiah is a black man. And that's all I ever talk about. But see, when you got these kind of guys that lie and slander, you can't take them serious when we exposing their credibility is flawed. Once you get caught lying, we already got you. You don't got nothing else to say.
You ain't said nothing about that, Ringo.
Oh, really? Actions. Check it out. Back at you again with another one. You know, this world is evil. It's an evil world. A lot of times we hear people talking about demons this and demons that. The real demons are human beings. They're the real demons. Sonia Massey, murdered for saying, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." Notice the date that I published this video, ladies and gentlemen. Streamed live on July 23rd, 2024. But that old guy that have a short time left on earth said, "I never made no videos to support the black woman that was murdered unjustly." Because he said that to get the crowd to believe that I hate black people. See, my platform is fair and balanced. We fight for justice for all people. White, black, doesn't matter who you are. Let's get back at the tape. That's right. Woman calls the police.
All I can do is just listen.
She believed there's some sort of activity going on around her property. So she figured, hey, I'm going to call the police. And they come to the house. They look around. They didn't find nothing. So for some reason, the officer started asking more questions. Next minute, he's inside of her house. I'm trying to figure out, well, how did it get to this? He's asking about vehicles and is this your vehicle? And next minute he's in the house, you know? And what's crazy is he actually noticed that she had a pot that was on the stove. And that's what prompted her to go to the stove. Next minute, you know, she's doing what she got to do.
I'm about to fast forward. I want to get to the good parts.
She says something and
talk so fucking slow.
He's like, oh, this and that. She says, I rebuke that. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. And he started to flip out about, oh, I'll shoot you in your face.
What?
You call the police because you need help. And you're wondering why nobody liked the f***ing cops. You're wondering why. It's because when we see these kind of motherfucking stories right here, this shit pisses people off. They murdered this woman in cold blood. Shot her in her face, bro. I didn't even know about this story. After my premiere finished, somebody had mentioned the name, I think in my comments. So I'm like, what's going on with this? So I go do the research and it's all over the place. Like everybody's talking about this shooting with this woman. And I go look at the raw video. Raw video is cold, fam. Anybody in their right mind gonna be heated, bro. That's the type of video that would cause riots. That'll make people just hate police forever. Like stuff like this just kind of remind me of all the injustices done to our people, bro. It just brings back all the pain, man. Like all the pain. It just starts all over again, bro. You start remembering all of the victims of police brutality, unarmed black men. Now they're killing the women now. Now they're killing the women. Soon they're going to be shooting up all the kids now. 3-year-olds, 5-year-olds, they're going to be shooting them in the head too. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I believe you have 100% accurate truth where I present it to you. This old timer said that I didn't make no videos covering these particular stories, but I did. I defended Sonia. I did a thorough breakdown video of her getting shot in the face. He said I didn't make no video.
How is this exposing him?
Whose report are you going to believe?
He's about to make me fall asleep. How the fuck is this exposing him? I'm still trying to figure out how. What did you expose? That he said something bad about FBA? Ooh, big deal. What did you expose? That he didn't know that you made videos that he said you didn't make videos of? Oh, that's going to make the people stop talking, stop watching him. Right. What did you expose? I'm trying to figure that out. What did he expose? Robbie, what's up? What did Rango expose? Not a damn thing. Y'all make sure y'all hitting that like button as y'all come in. What we got? 40 people in the building. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. And hit the Cash App. Hit the PayPal. Put something on that Loud Pack family. Support the channel.
When he's been found to be a liar. When you're in the court and you're found to be a liar, they throw out all your testimonies. Nobody could take you serious. Let's listen into more because we got a heck of a lot of content to share.
It's just so sad
how black folk take no accountability for when black folk commit crime and murder. But if it was the other way around, y'all...
White folks don't take accountability either. What is you talking about, nigga?
Wow, wow, wow.
When that white boy was on the subway, the Michael Jackson impersonator choked that man for nothing. You ain't made no videos about that. You ain't made no video when that police shot that old black woman in her house when she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, but yet you believe in white Jesus.
Another lie. Him claiming that I believe in a white Jesus is a lie, because I teach against the white Jesus that everybody follow. And I make it very known that that's Caesar Borgia. That's that painting that they use. But he's telling people that I follow a white Jesus. That's slander. You're a liar.
What you said
in this live stream, it's ending your career. Because on YouTube, credibility is everything.
What is this? How is this ending his career? He misspoke on FBA. Wow. He said you didn't make videos about certain topics, and you did. Whoop de fucking do. How is this ending his career? That's what I want to know. It didn't make me stop wanting to watch him. How is this ending his career? What did you expose? I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting on what he exposed. What he's supposed to be exposing. Hold on, let me see. Let me see the chat. Somebody tell this nigga to go eat a foot. Leader of the Foot Clan, Ninja Vanish. Messiah isn't a black man who devours feet. This nigga ain't gonna let that foot shit go. Till Rango has no life. No, he don't.
And credibility I have, because I bring out the tapes and the receipts. Get back at the tapes.
You bring the tapes and the receipts, y'all.
You ain't said nothing about that, Ringo. You's a hypocrite.
Shit crazy.
Y'all calling Al Sharpton and all these other hypocrites. Y'all calling all these other hypocrites that really don't got love for the black community. They're just lining their pockets. Right? This is sick. There's no accountability in the black community. I have not seen anybody really going against what Carmelo did. And I believe there's another YouTuber named, I think, Officer Tatum. I believe he spoke out against it. So when I said nobody, that was at the time. I did some research. I found out that he also spoke out against the situation with Carmelo and what he did in terms of his actions.
Oh, shit.
And what happens in the black community is when you speak the truth about what black people are doing, they'll call you a race traitor. They'll say you're a tether. They will lie on you, mock you, and try to destroy your credibility and name because you hold our people accountable. You have a young man.
But you don't hold nobody else accountable. You mostly only hold black people accountable. What are you doing for the community, bro? You always talking about somebody not doing something for the community. You always talking about what this person, nigga.
And that stabbed another kid to death over a seat. And what the black community is essentially doing is they're justifying this murder by saying, oh, it was self-defense. Oh, well, he effed around and found out. Or he should have never put his hands on him. When a young man brung a knife
he should have been
to
fired.
an event where weapons don't even supposed to be there. So obviously, if you're going to an event, you would know this weapon is not supposed to be in my bag. So why am I bringing it? And why would I sit in a spot that is not designated for me? because he went there for action. And what does the black community do? They raise over $300,000 for this young man.
Look,
who's a murderer. Why? Because these people who support.
You mad that they raised 300,000? You mad that they raised 300,000 for him and you couldn't get that money for that studio? Is that what it is, Ringo? You always pocket watching because you couldn't raise no money for your new studio. You raised some money. You definitely raised some money, but you wanted people to donate for you to get new studio parts when you already had a studio. New studio equipment, I meant. And you already had studio equipment.
Carmelo are all racist. One of the biggest lies in the black community is that black people cannot be racist. Black people cannot be racist.
We don't own anything.
You know what one of the excuses is? Let me get this thing for you right now. Let me see. Let me get this for you. They love to say that black people cannot be racist. I'm going to prove that wrong right now. And it's going to shock you. You ready for this? Put a 1 in the chat if you're ready for the truth. Put a 1 in the chat if you are ready for the truth. I got to show you this. Because one thing I don't like,
I gotta get my joint screen.
People that are lazy,
I gotta keep looking down.
That always complain.
I'm looking at myself and keep
always talking about the white man.
Whenever I look down at
always hiding behind slavery and don't want to get off their ass and go work. I don't like that. Shout out to Exandra for the support, sponsoring the show early. Appreciate you sponsoring the work. Let's keep rocking your truth, Ringo, even though the old and feeble trying to come for you with no teeth. Appreciate the support.
That's crazy. Oh, that's one of
Put this on the screen. Let's get this truth out there. Now, let's kill this lie that black people cannot possibly be racist because we're not in power and we don't control the economic system and the resources and all this other stuff. Let me put something on the screen for you. According to the data, in 2025, the black consumer market in the U.S. is projected to have a buying power of around 1.98 trillion, reflecting a significant economic influence and a continued rise in spending power. The fuck y'all talking about? You have the spending power of $1.9 trillion. You telling me?
Yeah, just because we got the spending power don't mean that we have the power. The fucker do you, what does that have to do with it? We don't control no schools. Yeah, we got the most spending power. Maybe. But we don't control no schools. We don't control no organization. We don't control nothing. That's the point, doofus magoofus. We spend the most, but we don't control nothing. We don't even control what we spend on.
You're incapable of being a racist when you can shut down the economy any day you want. You can build your own economy any day you want. You can build your own land any day you want. But you know why?
That doesn't prove the point. You that didn't prove anything, bro. That just proved that we spend the most. That's it. That's all you proved. Yes, if we wanted to, we could start our own shit. But we don't have our own shit. That's the point. Now, if we did have our own Wall Street, we was controlling everything, then that'd be different. Or our own ways and our own rules and our own government and our own conglomerate. Yeah, but we don't. So your point meant absolutely nothing.
You won't because you hate each other and you don't support one another. See, what you see above there is the truth, and you can't handle it. But you're talking about reparations when you have $1.9 trillion spending power. The fuck out of here. Bunch of damn hypocrites. I don't want to hear nothing.
You a hypocrite. Nigga, you a fucking hypocrite. Wasn't you the one that went after New Breed for bringing his wife on there? And then you turned and then you said, what kind of man brings a woman on the screen? Your wife ain't supposed to be on the screen. She's supposed to be locked up in the basement like your wife. And then you turn around and let your wife out the basement and put her on the screen and embarrass the fuck out of her, though. Hypocrite, my nigga. Everything that you told Rango that you criticized Rango for, I mean, New Breed for not being a man, a real man, you turn around and did right after that. Weirdo. That's some stone cold weirdo shit, bro. We're weird.
You ain't in poverty, you ain't struggling, you ain't suffering. You got a damn cell phone, an iPhone, an Android phone, and you live in a house and you paying a mortgage and you driving a damn car.
It has nothing to do with it.
The problem with the black community is that you don't unite. You got enough money and power in this system to make and shake. You got the resources. So don't give me that garbage.
We had the resources when they burned the shit down too. You forgetting that we tried twice in the same results? You think they ain't going? Now they just stop. They just cut the head off the snake before the snake even grows to an adult. If they know that snake gonna be trouble. But back then, they let us do it because they didn't believe we can do it, and they burned it down. So now that they know that we can do it, they don't even let us get to step one, my nigga. How many people have tried? Don't worry, I'll wait. Oh yeah, I forgot this. He ain't here. But how many people, right? What I just said. What he just said didn't make no sense.
Bitch, that you are unable to be a racist. Oh, yes, you can be a racist. Just as white people can be racist, you can be a racist too. And you are. A lot of black folk are racist towards white people. And you hate them with a passion. And you hide behind slavery. And you justify all of that mumbo jumbo to hide your own racism. But when it comes...
And you was using the Hebrew Israelite religion to hide your own wickedness. Now, was he not? You was hiding behind the guise of you being a righteous man and a Hebrew Israelite. Come to find out you got a fucking foot fetish and you trying to lick every foot on the internet. Fuck is you talking about, doofus magoofus? You literally was trying to lick every female foot on the internet. You wasn't looking for a wife. You was looking for something to fuck. Some feet to sniff. They made that Halloween song after you. Trick or treat, smell my feet. Give me something good to eat. You foot sniffing ass nigga. What is you talking about?
Come to black on black crime, you don't got nothing to say. When it comes to black people raping kids and molesting kids, you don't got nothing to say. When it comes to black men not wanting to work, you don't got nothing to say. When it comes to black men not taking care of their kids, you don't got nothing to say. Black on black crime every day in the black community. People are dying. Lil Ronnie got shot up by ninjas. All these rappers getting killed by ninjas. Not the white man, not the Klan man, another black man. We here to cook. That's right.
So if we're going off of that logic, who's coming at BaBa Rashad right now? Another black man. Who are you going against right now? Another black. How dare you sit there and point the finger at the black community and say, oh, we hate each other and y'all killing each other, y'all going after each other while going after another black person at the same time. Make that make sense. Please, somebody, anybody, please make that sense. Make sense. You literally are coming at the black community saying that we don't stick together. We don't, which is true. But how dare you sit there and say, oh, the black community, we hate each other because we racist. But look at your lineup of people that you go after. Look at who you're going after right now. You're going after an 80-year-old fucking fossil. And you look like a creep, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You now that foot shit then came out, you got a creep face. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You got a creep face. You got the face of a creep.
Let's get back at these tapes. Let's go.
It's like you guys are literally fighting.
Now we're supposed to go along because you going on with Mr. Charlie. You don't know nothing about no racism. You must be loving, from the way he talking, he loved Mr. Charlie more than his own kind. But yet he called himself a Christian or whatever.
For a murder.
Notice a clown in the chat said, you disrespecting an elder. You speaking high of him. Let's just get you up on out of here. We just got to get you on out. I don't know what the hell you talking about. I'm disrespecting an elder. You wildin'. Let's go.
See? That's narcissistic behavior right there. So because somebody had the balls in your chat to tell you that you're wrong. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is narcissistic behavior. When anybody disagrees with him, he straight block them. So that means you just want a bunch of ass kissers in your chat that's going to tell you right when you dead fucking wrong. Where the fuck is my key? Oh, there it is. What's wrong, man?
Are literally fighting for a murderer. At BaBa, Rashad, whatever. Coming up with you and new that the FBA community gonna wonderfully love this.
Watch what he's saying about me. Just watch what he will be saying about me and telling nothing but lies.
Now he said that I'm going to be telling lies about him. We're going to see if I'm actually lying.
That's all you do.
Are a racist. You are a racist.
I'm a racist.
You said the white man is the most racist person on the planet. What is you talking about? No, you're the racist. Remember that?
You hear that, family?
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear that? The elder are racist. He said, I said the white man is the most racist person on the planet. Why he's not, Ringo?
And keep in mind, what happened was this elder guy came into my live stream and was telling me, he came into the comments and literally posted, I forgot to screenshot the comment, but I talked about it on my stream. He said that white people, basically all white people, that's what he said in the comments. He said all white people are racist. That's what he said in my comments. And for some reason, that's racist. For you to just come in a comment section and just says all white people are racist and blah, 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 that's racist because you don't know all white people. What's happening is this old guy is a racist and a hater and have a lot of issues inside of him.
Well, wouldn't that be the same logic with you calling him a racist? Wouldn't that be the same exact logic? You don't know you don't know him personally. That don't make sense, right? That what he just said didn't make no sense. Everything that he's doing to point out everything that he pointing out wrong about Rashad, he's actually doing himself while talking about it. Let me read some of these comments. Oh, y'all, I'm reading the comments. He talks more when he's not eating feet. Yeah. Umoy says he controls the school. Hold up, wait a minute. You said you're right.
And he's miserable, lonely. You understand? And he says a lot of things. And rather than him instill values in young people, instead, he promote hate. And he don't want to deal with it, especially when I actually speak the truth to hold him accountable. For some reason, I'm the bad guy for holding him accountable. I'm the bad guy for teaching the truth. No, your time is up, old timer. You're done. It's time for you to go pack up and retire. You should have retired a long time ago. You don't supposed to be talking about anything. Nothing you say is relevant now. And what's so crazy is I showed this old guy respect. I made a video saluting him, and then he turned around and just totally started disrespecting me out of the blue, guys. Totally out of pocket. You understand? So now I want the FBA community to be on notice that this guy is an agent. Had a lot of negative things to say about FBA. Because, see, when I made my videos about FBA, because I don't support FBA, I don't support the Black Hebrew Israelites, I don't support Christians, I don't support B1, I don't support ADOS, I don't support none of that mess. I don't support none of it. You know why? Because a lot of these groups are hate groups, and they're racist, and they don't bring about unity. They don't bring about us as a people coming together. They focus on separating us, and they hate.
Okay, so what have your channel done to bring community together lately? What have you done lately? Nothing. Where the hell? I keep losing my goddamn mouse.
Each other. I get more attacks from people that are FBA, Hebrew Israelites, B1, whatever you want to call them groups. It's all black people at the end of the day. And all they do is hate. That's all I see. Hate.
Hater.
That's all I get. They don't mobilize to talk about the white man. They don't mobilize to talk about building anything. They don't talk about nothing. All they do is attack each other. They got a lot of energy for attacking each.
What did you mobilize to build? Don't worry, I'll wait.
Other. And when it comes down to the case of Carmelo killing the white boy, it seems as if though the black community joined together.
My bad, y'all.
To congratulate the young boy for killing a white kid. That's what the black community is doing right now. They're basically saying it's okay. And for me and others that spoke out against this stuff, we're called Sambos, coons.
You are a coon because yes, it's a tragedy that one of those kids' lives were lost. But he asked for it. He tried to bully and got bullied. He actually asked for the shit.
Race traders, you want to call it, it is what it is. I don't really care.
I'm gonna let it play out.
You can call me whatever you want. You know what I mean? My supporters that rock with me, they rock with me. That's all I'm concerned with. Not you haters, you cult members, and racists. Let's get back at the tapes.
Poison in your hamburgers that you eat at McDonald's. I ain't never seen a black man go in the church in a white church house and kill up a bunch of people.
Imagine the king of Bakerfield just said the OG has value in the FBA community. You probably wasn't even here to hear what he said in the beginning. This is what I mean about these people, bro. They just say things and they don't listen to nothing. Just like this old clown said that I didn't make no videos, but I showed you that I did make the videos. See, a lot of y'all come on YouTube, but y'all don't watch the content. Or y'all quick to say what somebody didn't say. And then when I bring out the receipts, y'all be looking dumb.
Or go in a black supermarket and kill up a bunch of people, Ringo.
You talking about white people going up in a church and killing people and blah, 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 but you're not talking about black people killing black people. Ain't that ironic? Ain't that ironic? Look at all the rappers we lost within 2025. Look at all the rappers that got gunned down with their kids by the hands of black men.
My bad, y'all. I had to go make me some tots. Gosh, I didn't eat anything all day. Napoleon, give me some of your tots. Gosh, I didn't eat anything all day. He said, I'm lost. What's up with your feet? What? What's up with my feet? Hold on, wait, what? I think he might have. No, he likes feet. He likes feet. He has a foot fetish. He says feet do something to him. You didn't ever hear that conversation that he had with that girl when he was talking about her feet? Anything else y'all want to cover? Because this is kind of boring. Let's see if we got something else that we can cover, because this is kind of fucking boring. Who the fuck is calling me this late? I don't know this number. Don't know that number. Let's see if we can find something else to cover. Yeah. I'm almost done. I'll be there in a minute. What can we cover? Lil Willie breaks his silence. Oh! When Charleston White went at Carmelo. That's what I wanted to cover. Charleston White shit on Carmelo. The young boy, the stabbing that he was talking about. You talking about? Watch with Charleston White. No, I want to. Oh, he going on white folk shows now. He shit on the young boy. First, he mad about the GoFundMe that they raised for him. No, I just heard y'all joking about. Yeah, that's what I mean. That nigga got a foot fetish. Anointed One. If you want to hear that conversation, put a 1 in the chat if y'all want to hear that conversation about the feet, RINGO and the feet. We can either listen to that conversation about the feet, or we can go to the Charleston White John. I'll let y'all pick. We can do Charleston White, or we can listen to the conversation about the feet. Matter of fact, we'll do both. Let me hurry up with this Charleston White John. No, matter of fact, we'll stick to RINGO while we're on RINGO, and then go back to Charleston White last. That nigga got exposed for liking feet. Where is it at? RINGO stalking his wife at the subway. Where is it at? That nigga was talking about the feet. That nigga got a foot fetish. Oh, I might have to play it off my video. Hold on, let me. There it is. Let me see if I can find. Let me see. Debunking RINGO TV. RINGO, aka. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Instead of playing it off my video. Here it is. Bam. Found it. He's the leader of the Foot Clan. Yup. Anointed One. You still in the chat? Let me know if you still in there. Because if you ain't in there, ain't no point in playing it. This nigga says something about the feet. Something about
another content creator acting like they trying to help you or trying to give you some, some receipts. And then that's the way to get next to you, to get close to you, to see what the fuck you got going on. This happened to me before. That's exactly why I knew exactly what to do in this situation. And that was screen record the actual messages, because I knew he would lie, and expose him before he could make up any type of narrative, which I did. I never knew you was married. I swear to God on that. You would not try to ruin my reputation just because yours is fucked up off of your own words. You see, you can't ruin me, because the truth gonna continue to stand. You thought you was gonna be an option by not disclosing that you was married with kids. I'm single, not married, and I don't have no fucking kids. I didn't know you was married, bitch nigga. I would have been cut you off in a very fucking beginning.
60% in it. Oh no, it don't.
So let's get back to this. Pay attention to the dates, y'all. Pay attention to the dates. May 22nd at 10:04 p.m. is when RINGO TV wrote me. Yeah, I got all receipts, baby. I got all the motherfucking receipts.
It's that time.
Right? So May 22nd. I just want y'all to see that, because on his video, he showed you a text message from May 30th. See, he's taken everything out of context. He showed you a text message from May 30th. Now, count the days between May 22nd, when he first wrote me, and May 30th. Somebody count them days. May 22nd, excuse me, and May 30th. Count the days between then, because that's how long I did not know he was married with kids. That's how long I did not know between the motherfucking May 22nd.
You talking to her all that time.
And the 30th. How long is that? 1, 2, 3. Let me go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost 9 days. That was exactly 9 days before he told me he was married with 4 children. 9 days later, after he was flirting with me, after he talking about all this nasty shit, I'm thinking he fucking single. 9 days later, after he saw one of my videos, then he disclosed that he was married. Don't ever try to play me. I'm gonna kill you with this one video. May 22nd. You writing me about Melanie. You writing me about Melanie and her man when you supposed to be tending to your wife. You worried about another man's wife.
Oh, these only got
right.
Fake pens for days.
Is this godly behavior? Is this behavior from an Israelite? Why are you in a woman's inbox who clearly denounced being an Israelite? Why are you in a woman's inbox who don't have her hair wrapped? Why are you in a woman's inbox who have tattoos and smoke weed when you're supposed to be a man of God?
That's a fact.
You all about drama. You all about tea. You was giving me the tea on Melanie. You gossiping ass nigga. But you want to act like everybody else is gossiping. You a gossiper. You the biggest gossiper on this motherfucker. You popped in my inbox. You bothered me.
Wow.
You bothered me. Always remember that. I don't hop into no niggas' inboxes. Especially no married motherfucker. You came in my inbox, nigga. Let's get that clear first and foremost, talking about another female and her nigga. You the gossip queen.
Wow.
So this is May 22nd. Now, May 28th, he's sending me pictures of Melanie. Talk about obsession.
Yeah, that's wild.
Melanie.
That's wild, bro. You stalking niggas' weddings? Oh, shit. I ain't even catch that part. Hold on, Ringo. You stalking niggas' weddings? Fuck we got going on here, bro? You stalking niggas' weddings, bro? That is wild. This is beyond me. He said that nigga got bold once and he moved down south. Yeah, he did.
He stalked her life. He stalked her husband's life.
That's
he
wild.
started making money on Patreon, putting this stuff on Patreon. I didn't ask him for this, but yeah, I'm gonna laugh. But I didn't ask him for these pictures. You sending this because you want to stir up drama between two women, and you want to stir up some tea because you're obsessed with Melanie as well. And I found this out after, Donald.
Hold on. That nigga named Donald. Hold on. I gotta take my hat off for this one. That nigga named Donald. Hold up. Did she say? Did she? That nigga named Donald. Hold up. He looked like a Donald, duck beak face ass nigga. Over and a captain over underbite. That nigga named Donald. Oh no. You got a weirdo name, my nigga. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. You got a weirdo face. You got a weirdo personality. You got a weirdo name, bro. It all we walk like a duck, talk like a duck, act like.
Right? You sending me all this. I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a video on this. You didn't tell me to do no video, bitch. This wasn't your idea. I said, I'm gonna do a video on this. Just like everybody else. So now these are text messages. I sent all the text messages that he left out. This is the video where he told me, right before he told me he was married with 4 kids, he started to realize that I already knew because I was making videos about going overseas, about underage women, how men think underage women are women if they start their menstrual cycle. And that's what triggered him. So this is what he wrote me.
That's what the Hebrew Israelites
the text messages. Just
I ain't gonna lie, I did hear that argument with the Hebrew Israelites. They say that a woman on a menstruum is considered. He even said it. I heard RINGO say it. That's why I heard it. RINGO said a woman on her menstruum is considered a woman, meaning she can be slept with. So if your daughter has her menstruum early, like most of these girls are nowadays, at 10, 11, 12, that's all fair game to the Hebrew Israelites, allegedly, according to RINGO. That's beyond sick. Beyond sick. Like Hassan Campbell when he said he ain't want to change his daughter's diapers. His wife had to be gone for her to change her diapers. The only reason why you couldn't change your daughter's diapers is because you feared that you were going to do something sexual to her.
Finish viewing your latest video on finding P and want to make a few points after listening. See, this is what he want to make after listening to my video. He did not openly disclose a motherfucking thing to me. I found all this shit out on my own. That's why I said this nigga can't be trusted. I do my own research. Just because I don't open my mouth and tell anybody don't mean I don't know about you. So after he started being a little weird in the messages, I started Googling him. I started going on YouTube to research him, expose videos. Lo and behold, I've already seen all these exposure videos, but since he's seen my latest video, you see, watching and stalking me.
Wow.
I just finished viewing your latest video on finding P and want to make a few points after listening. I've been the victim of a disgusting smear campaign. So wait. You wanted to bring this up, what, almost 14 days later after you watched a video of mine. Don't act like you just disclosed all this information. He motherfucking did not tell me unless I said something. That's why I knew he was fucking deceptive. And that's what made me even want to research him more. So while he's talking about everybody else, I already did my research on him, right? But let me show you the dates because I'm not done. I'm just showing you something here.
Oh, wait, there's
I'm
more.
just showing you something. Now remember, May 22nd was when he first wrote me in the DMs, right? May 29th, he gave me his number. He gave me his number. And he said, text me your number. I texted him. I said, lock me in. It's Charisma. And then on IG, he said, I didn't get it because I have an Android. I have my iMessages off, so I wasn't getting no messages. Send it again. He said, send the same message. And I sent the exact same message on May 30th, the next day, right? Mind you, he first wrote me May 22nd. So this is less than a week. He gave me his number, right? Less than a week or about a week, he gave me his number. Then I had texted him, right? Then this is what he automatically said. Got it. Just finished viewing your latest video on finding P and wanted to make a few points. See, off top. As soon as I got his number, this is what he texted me. Just finished viewing your latest video on finding P. So he had a guilty conscience because I mentioned that any nigga who say an underage woman is a underage girl, is a fucking woman because she had a menstrual is a fucking pedo. And he said that. Right. So that's what triggered him to write me. He didn't come out and just say this like he was being honest with me and transparent. I'm finding stuff about him from everybody on YouTube.
You heard what she said? Anybody who feels that way is a PDF file. And he took offense to that because he said it.
Girl, is a fucking woman because she had a menstrual is a fucking pedo. And he said that. So that's what triggered him to write me. He didn't come out and just say this like he was being honest with me and transparent. I'm finding stuff about him from everybody on YouTube. He tried to deceive me. But then when he started paying close attention to me and watching my videos, not the other way around, I told you only watched his Kevin Samuels videos and supported him in his birthday chat. I wasn't there for no polygyny video, all the subliminal videos he tried to make afterwards. I wasn't there for it. Y'all ain't see me in there. You only seen the birthday video and the Kevin Samuels video. Just like the fuck I said, everything matches up. This is fatality, nigga.
Finish him.
You didn't open. He trying to make it seem like he just was so honest and told me everything. No, look at this. May 30th, he told me a week after coming in my inbox, he want to start telling me all this stuff after he watched my video. So now I'm gonna show you the video. I'm going to show you the longer message because as you can see is an arrow right here because he talks so fucking much.
Don't he?
So this is this message right here.
I bet you he sent her 50 voice memos.
That's his message. So I'm going to read it. I'm going to read the entire thing. Again, this was 7 days after he wrote me in my inbox. He gave me his number, being a married man. He still didn't tell me he was married.
Yes.
Still didn't tell me he was married.
That's something you need to get
all this, he still didn't tell me he was married. So I'm going to read it to prove that.
That's definitely something that you need to tell her from the very beginning, especially if you're married with kids. I understand that, the Hebrew Israelites do the multiple wife things. I believe that they do the multiple wife thing. But if that's your intentions, I think, it's only right that you say something from the very beginning. He wanted to hook her and reel her in. And by the time she finds out, it'll be too late. She already in love with him. That's what he was hoping.
Right? He was more concerned about me finding out about people exposing him being a pedo, an alleged pedo, or having a pedo-like mentality.
Right.
Right?
It is.
Talk about 11-year-olds are grown-ass women because they have their menstrual cycle. No, I'm not ever going to be cool with no motherfucker saying that. So he said this: just finished viewing your latest video on finding P and want to make a few points after listening. I've been the victim of a disgusting smear campaign on YouTube for the past 4 years over a guy named Supersly75 who slandered my name. He went around telling people that I support messing with kids that are 9 through 12, which is false information by taking my video out of context. How can somebody take a video out of context that says that? Come on, y'all, be real.
Right.
Nobody gonna make up some disgusting shit like this. He said it out his own fucking mouth.
Right.
That's what he believed in. He was a part of a cult called GMS, which is a Black Hebrew Israelite cult who teach that RAPE is okay, that you could RAPE women in heaven.
Now, didn't we just hear him say New Breed was a part of a cult? Nigga, you was in a cult.
He was a part of a cult called GMS, which is a Black Hebrew Israelite cult who teach that RAPE is okay, that you could RAPE women in heaven. That's where he got his teachings from. Right?
True.
So that's why I don't mess with them. And it's not every single Black Hebrew Israelite, but I do not. This is exactly why I left that fucking cult I was in. These niggas think crazy. He said, and I hope y'all can hear me good. He said, multiple people on YouTube made videos spreading lies about me to destroy my character, including a few women. So I'm not the only woman, right? I'm not the only woman who been through this vicious fucking cycle with this man trying to recruit for polygyny. I am not the only woman. He does this a lot. He DMs a lot of women to see what fish he could catch, what dummy he could recruit into his fucking marriage. Nobody want to be in your fucking marriage with no miserable nigga like you. Die miserable, bitch, in your monogamous relationship. No other woman's gonna be with no 45-year-old nigga with 4 kids. And especially it wasn't me. What the fuck I look like having my first child with a 45-year-old nigga with 4 kids. You lost your mind. Anyway, he said multiple people on YouTube made videos spreading lies. So this is all him. He already brought Supersly97, right? So you giving me the tea. You gossiping. So this is coming from a guilty conscience. He says multiple people on YouTube made videos spreading lies about me to destroy my character, including a few women who lied to gain views even when I cleared my name. One lady named Chris Logic or something posted a disgusting video lying and gossiping. All of these women in the comments wanted me arrested. See, this didn't start with me. This did not start with me. He said all these women, so he been had issues attacking women. He been had issues targeting women, bullying women, right? All of these women in the comments wanted me arrested and my channel gone over a lie. It's not cool. And I hate to have to even be talking about this when I would rather be talking about you and all the things like and what you love to do. Do this sound like me getting at him? Let me stop because this is real shit. I'll talk my shit later. Let's continue to make my points. Most divester women hate Black men. Although I made it very clear that these people are wrong, they keep these videos up. Oh, let me move the banner so y'all can see. My bad, because I can't scroll down. Most divestors, women hate black men. Although I made it very clear that these people are wrong, they keep these videos up to cause others to look at me like I'm a predator with lies. It's disgusting and not cool, yet these wicked people keep the lie going. So these are the type of messages he was sending me. I just gave this nigga my number. This the first message he sent me after watching my video. Let's go back to the top. Just finished viewing your latest video on Finding P, where I talked about these black men in the manosphere are telling black men to go overseas in foreign countries to get P. So he got triggered because I said that these men are predators when they go over there. They're looking for underage women. They're looking for children who could be child wives, whereas legal, they're looking for all of this shit to fulfill their disgusting lust of being a predator and seeking out younger and younger women to the point where these women are fucking children.
I didn't want to keep stopping. I want y'all to hear what she had to say, because it's gonna get better and better as it goes.
18 years old is too old now for these type of niggas. 18 is too old. They need 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, and 8. And you see it every day in the news. These type of black men fucking being found out to be predators, killing your fucking daughters, killing your son because they didn't touch them or fuck with them because this is what they love. 18 is too old now. So he teaching men to find virgins before they're 18, right? He didn't tell nobody that though, but these videos are what's out. So let me go to the next thing. Wait, oh yeah, let me see. Oh yeah, this is still the message, y'all. This is a continuation of the fucking message. And as you can see on the very top, this is a continuation of the message. So let me show y'all so you know it's real. Okay, it left off most divestor women hate black men, right? That's not even it. This is the rest of it. They took a short audio clip. See how long look at all these messages. They took a short audio clip and made me look like I mess with kids. Now, did Charisma start that? But he went on his channel and said, Charisma started this rumor. Charisma did this and Charisma said that. Charisma wasn't here 10 years ago. Charisma wasn't here 5 years ago when you was talking about kids, when you was talking about the age of consent, when you telling dudes to find virgins. Usually virgins are underage. So what are you telling these dudes to find? Oh, y'all can't find virgins. You find them when they're young. Show the clips of you telling your audience to find virgins when they're young.
Wow.
Let's be real here.
That is a fact, though.
Let's
when you
be
really
real
think
here.
about it,
You
that's
feel me?
PDF
Let's keep
shit.
this 100. Charisma didn't start nothing.
That's some PDF file shit. Now, when you really think about it, is go find some virgins. What virgin in the United States are you going to find that's of age? Nowhere.
The nigga, you a pedo in your heart. You feel guilty for what you said. So he said they took a short audio clip and made me look like I mess with kids. Oh, they did. So Charisma didn't do nothing, right? I just want to point that out. That's not something to play with, yet they don't care. I'm letting you know this because I know your eyes and ears are in these YouTube streets. What? I thought you wasn't a gossiper. Why do you care where my eyes and ears are? I'm not your wife.
Wow.
So he said, I'm letting you know, I'm letting you know this because I know your eyes and ears are in these YouTube streets, and I don't want you to get caught up in their lies concerning me. I'm not into none of the BS they're pushing. If you're a true Aquarius, wait, I thought you was a man of God. Why are you bringing up horoscopes? I thought you believed in the Bible and was a man of God and followed the law, statutes, and commandments. Why are you bringing up horoscopes? This is what I'm talking about. A big fucking hypocrite. A man of God who teaching the Bible and trying to shame men for pumping and dumping. He trying to influence me. If you're a true Aquarius, I know you're not dumb. Also, you don't go based off the Bible, right? You go based off of man's intelligence, man's horoscope. You going based off of witchcraft. Some people would consider that witchcraft, right? But you supposed to be teaching about the Bible. You supposed to be a Hebrew Israelite. Why are you talking about if you're a true Aquarius, not if you're a true believer, not if you truly believe in God. He said, if you're a true Aquarius, I know you're not dumb. You're smart and could see through the bullshit. Yep, just like I saw through your bullshit. He said, I listened to your video, so I know you may have heard some things. There it is right there. I listened to your video, so I know you may have heard some things. He didn't come out.
Yeah. So he knew that she said he knew that she knew that he said that shit. That's all that is. He knew that she knew. I mean, he knew that she knew that he said that shit. That's that I said it right that time.
Out and just be honest and say this stuff. He assumed by stalking me and watching every single video. This is another reason why I had to block him. Every time I make a video, he's thinking it's about him. I listen to your video, so I know you may have heard some things. And if you want the...
He did that with New Breed. He thought every video that New Breed made was about him, even when it wasn't.
Facts, you would have to view the same video I post on my Passport Police TV. Why he has a channel called Passport Police TV that he just changed to Ringo After Dark. Before that, he was the Feds. Passport Police TV.
Yeah.
He the po-po, nigga.
Yeah, that's wild.
You the Feds. Passport Police TV. Then you changed it to Ringo After Dark to clear my name. It's a long video. I'm going to look at all this. I didn't ask for none of this. I just got his number.
He wrote her a book.
And these are all the red flags. So since you want to go ahead and take my shit out of context, I'm going to put your shit right in context, right? He said, I'm going to send you a link to the video. At least 10 people joined in a smear campaign to destroy my channel and name on YouTube. I'm letting you know all of this because I know you're smart, wise, and clever. Really? In your video, you called me a liar. You said I knew you was fucking married when that was a fucking lie. When I'm gonna prove it in this video today too. I don't want to hear nothing else from you after this, right? So you said I'm smart, wise, and clever, which I know the fuck I am. I don't need no dusty nigga telling me that. I like you and don't want the BS from my haters to influence you in a negative way. If you see, at this point, he still did not tell me he was married. He's sitting up here saying, I like you. You know, I know you're smart, you're intelligent. He has not brought up marriage. He did not bring up he was married with kids. Where's it at in here? He talked about a whole smear campaign. The important thing is to let me know right here with the smear campaign that you were married with 4 kids.
I'm on my fucking cell phone. I just looked up. It looked like I was knocked the fuck out. I'm on my fucking cell phone listening to this shit and watching the chat. I'm trying to read the chat at the same time and keep up with the chat because it's too fucking small to see on there. And I'm trying to zoom in and see it on my phone. I just looked down. I just realized I looked up. I'm like, I'm knocked the fuck out. I gotta get this joint lifted.
It's a week after he inboxed me. 7 days later, right? So this is on May 29th. I told you this shit did not even last 2 weeks. Soon as I got his number, he texted me all this shit. So he said, I'm letting you know all of this because I know you're smart, wise, clever. I like you and don't want the BS from my haters to influence you in a negative way. If you want, I hope y'all can hear me okay because my mouth is like turned towards the screen. What did it say? If you want to learn or know about me, talk to me. I'm an open book. I know you have investigative reporter skills. And so he know all this about me, right? But he told y'all he never knew nothing about me.
Right.
He didn't look up who I was. He didn't know I was in a cult. He didn't know I was in IUIC. He didn't know this. He didn't know that. He didn't know nothing, right? I'm going to prove that he's a fucking liar today. Keep on watching. Hit the like button. So all this, he talked about, I know you have, not I think.
I want to hear the foot conversation.
I know you have investigative reporter skills. And I know
fast forward.
He told everybody he didn't know nothing about me. Wow. He said he didn't know nothing about me. Nothing. Nothing. Now let's read that from the top. You weren't flirting with a married man. You were too old to be acting like this. Too fucking old. And this is what I talk about, these bitch ass niggas. Peace, good night. Still ain't responded. Peace, good night. I mean, good morning. Hold up, that's you. I'm on your IG page. This nigga still talking. I ain't even responded. Look, whole next day, I ain't even respond. All that was May 30th, y'all.
He's stalking the shit out of her.
Still ain't respond to this nigga. Hold up, that's you. Looking eyes. I'm on your other IG page. Correction, my wife put me on to you. Now his wife put him on to me. Which one is it?
Wow.
Which one is it? She just reminded me. Part 2 coming later. I still ain't responded to the desperate, dirty ass nigga. The desperate, dusty, dirty ass nigga.
Wow.
Now Tuesday, May 31st, 6:45 a.m. He's writing me messages. Right?
Audio.
Messages. And you want to say something about me, nigga? No, you were on my fucking pussy, nigga. And you're mad because I was not.
Shit,
listen,
I want to be on
I'm working and shit.
Eyebrows.
I write him after all that on May 31st. I'm like, good afternoon. I got all your messages. I'm going to go through them between my work breaks. That's how much he was writing me.
Got all your
messages. My work breaks. Are you kidding me? Don't ever try me, nigga. Don't ever fucking try me. Now, let's get to this.
I want to hear that audio about the feet.
Make sure I hit that like button.
You said something about a girl in pink toenails.
Make sure y'all hit that like button. What's up, y'all?
To me.
I hate liars. I fucking hate liars.
Where did you on about the feet?
Yourself up for disappointment. A man can love you and I'm not going to spend energy. Who the fuck says that? I'm your husband.
Hold on.
This is why I had to expose him. Because if I was a dummy, if I was simple-minded, I would have fell for this bullshit. I'm your husband. It's your choice, so it is what it is. Wow. Now let's go back all the way down here. He said, as content creators, when we talk, we reveal things without trying. There is so much I wanted to share with you. I truly want. You see what I'm talking about, man.
What about the feet?
Continue communicating with you like this. I like you as a person, but I feel guilty for some reason. I don't feel comfortable. So I'm suggesting we keep it very friendly and cordial. If you would like to continue communicating with me, I'm still here for support, YouTube, etc. And then he put the broken heart emoji. I said, I like you, but I can't risk getting to know you and being intimate, and especially when you're married, and I respect it, but I'm looking for someone who is single and available. Let me move the banner so you can fucking know it's real. So you can know how the fuck I roll, right? Because I don't hide nothing I say, right? He put the heartbreak. I said, I like you, but I can't risk getting to know you and being intimate, and especially when you're married, and I respect it, but I'm looking for someone who is single and available like me. I had to flat out tell him again because he wouldn't stop flirting with me. He wouldn't stop leaving messages. And I was like, I'm not about to just go along with this shit. I told you no 3 times. And I'm done. I told him straight up, like right here. Sorry, June 5th. So from when did I give him my number? No, he gave me his number. When did I text him? I had to go back. It didn't even last a week. I cut it off. He didn't want to cut it off. He kept going. Kept going. So I straight up told him like that. I like you, but you're married. If you wasn't married, if you didn't have kids, then maybe it would have been something different. But the fact that
damn, I got
A,
kids.
you didn't disclose this in the beginning. B, after I already told you 3 times I wasn't with it, you still continue flirting, still continue to try to make me feel comfortable. And all it did was push me away more. So let's continue. What did he say after this? What do you think he would go away after this, right? No.
Well, you was thought he would. God, good.
No. This is his response. After I told him straight up. And this is what I'm saying, man. Red fucking flags. I told him
red flag in the world.
I can't continue to communicate with you like this. I'm not comfortable. Let's keep it cordial. Let's keep it friendly. You would think he'd be like, okay, yeah, I respect you, Charisma. I'm sorry. You told me.
I'm sorry. Once the word uncomfortable is thrown in there, that's a turn off for me. I ain't texting you no more. That's it for me. Once you throw the word uncomfortable in there, when it comes to me, I'm done. I wouldn't even wrote back. I'd have unfriend, blocked her, everything. Oh, you ain't gonna make me look like a creep. Oh, the conversation over. This nigga kept going. That's creepy.
You told me 3 times already, and I'm still going at it. I respect you, Charisma. No, you had no fucking respect for me. You had no respect for my boundaries.
None.
You know, you had no respect for my boundaries at all. Thank you so much, DJ Torch. You said, DJ Torch said, hi, Ringo. I know you're watching this. This is dude you called a simp for supporting Charisma's platform. Make sure you let your subs know that they're simps if they send you chats, hypocrite. Exactly. I'm
trying to find the part about the feet.
Give me a second here. We got a block of troll. All right. Thank you so much, DJ Torch. I definitely appreciate you and your support. So you would think, right, after this message, after I told him I can't keep communicating like you, like
hold on, we gotta
talk to women in your chat like you single, you disrespect your fucking wife, and this is clear proof that I told you I'm not cool with you being married, and you still tried to make me feel good. Oh, you weren't flirting with the married man. You were flirting with the man that isn't on a dog leash. So I'm glad you know you're a fucking dog.
Oh, so she told him more than
I'm
one.
glad you know you're a fucking dog. That's exactly why I exposed your dog ass, because I knew you would take my shit out of context, because niggas like you would never take account. Give a fuck. You knew I smoked. You knew I drank. You didn't give a fuck. Now that's it. I want y'all to see this shit, man. I want you to see this shit, because as soon as I found fucking another YouTuber, but I thought you don't spill tea. Where the fuck did that come from?
Hold on.
Fucking overwhelming. You laid all on me. The message was for at the same time. Watch this. I've listened to older videos of you. I've listened. They're wrong. I have no criminal history. That's what he liked to really hone on. See, black men, he think he's better than you because RE.
I can't find, but it's in
How
the
do
video.
you really know? Judge what your heart is telling you.
It's in
Judge
video.
the burning feeling you have.
What?
Judge the deep desire to connect and learn. Judge how you're feeling and the emotions you have when communicating. Think about all the desires you ever had and wanted, and how the person of interest match everything on the list. It's a deep it's a deep to the core, knowing that's good. You feel peace about it. You'll know that you know. You can't explain it because it's not meant to be explained. It's made to be what it is. What? You talking about you had love at first sight?
Huh?
Man. June 2nd, he sent me videos of him reconstructing his kitchen and all this. I said, oh, wow, I love that. And this is where it got weird. Right? He said, I'm good with using my hands to build things. Whatever I touch prospers. I said, I can see that. Laugh aloud. I'll have to handcuff you then. You will have to find the key. Then I was like, okay, see. I said, sorry, I can't. This is where I told him because I just felt weird because he kept flirting and I responded and I said, hold up. That's when I was like,
I said, wait, hold on.
What are you doing? Why are you still talking to this man? Why is he still talking to you after you told him no 3 times? So this is when I just told him flat out because he couldn't take no for an answer. So I just had to tell him like this because it was just whatever I touch prospers. Like, you're not married. Then I'm like, okay. I said, listen, sorry, I can't continue communicating with you like this. I like you as a person, but I feel guilty for some reason. I don't feel comfortable. So I'm suggesting we keep it very friendly and cordial. If you would like to continue communicating with me, I'm still here for support, YouTube, etc. And then he put the broken heart emoji. I said, I like you, but I can't risk getting to know you and being intimate, and especially when you're married, and I respect it, but I'm looking for someone who is single and available. Let me move the banner so you can fucking know it's real. So you can know how the fuck I roll, right? Because I don't hide nothing I say.
Eyebrows.
Right? He put the heartbreak. I said, I like you, but I can't risk getting to know you and being intimate, and especially when you're married, and I respect it, but I'm looking for someone who is single and available like me. I had to flat out tell him again because he wouldn't stop flirting with me. He wouldn't stop leaving messages. And I was like, I'm not about to just go along with this shit. I told you no 3 times and I'm done. I told him straight up, like right here. Sorry.
3 times, bro. 3 times, bro. And she put uncomfortable in every time she told you. She put the word uncomfortable every time she told you. And you still wouldn't let her go? Bro, this is beyond me. This is beyond crazy. This is beyond, bro, this is just beyond. For real, bro. This is some crazy shit, bro. She told you 3 times she didn't want to fuck with you, and you kept bothering her. Even when she wasn't answering you, you sending her voice memos back to back to back to back. What you say? You said the internet is undefeated. Street politics went from the streets to the internet. Let's keep the problems in the streets and not the internet. However, it's funny. Right. The only thing that cheats over here is my trigger finger. Yeah, when I was in my marriage, I ain't never cheat. I was tempted to a lot of times, but I never did.
June the 5th. So from when did I give him my number? No, he gave me his number. When did I text him? I had to go back. It didn't even last a week. I cut it off. He didn't want to cut it off. He kept going.
Yeah, that's wild. We should have blocked him after the 3rd time.
So I straight up told him like that. I like you, but you're married. If you wasn't married, if you didn't have kids, then maybe it would have been something different. But the fact that A, you didn't disclose this in the beginning. B, after I already told you 3 times I wasn't with it, you still continue flirting, still continue to try to make me feel comfortable. And all it did was push me away more. So let's continue. What did he say after this? What do you think he would go away after this, right? No.
A normal man would. God damn.
This is his response.
A normal man would. Not him. He respond with a book. Oh man, a normal man would have just like, all right, I take that as take the L, bro. And you win some, you lose some. But you win to pimp another day. That nigga said, nah, nigga. I want this one. She got pretty feet. I like her feet. That's the one question I want to ask her. Did he ever ask you to send them pictures of your feet?
After I told him straight up, and this is what I'm saying, man. Red fucking flags. I told him straight up, I can't continue to communicate with you like this. I'm not comfortable. Let's keep it cordial. Let's keep it friendly. You would think he'd be like, okay, yeah, I respect you, Charisma. I'm sorry. You told me 3 times already, and I'm still going at it. I respect you, Charisma. No, you had no fucking respect for me. You had no respect for my boundaries.
He's a narcissist.
You had no respect for my boundaries at all. Thank you so much, DJ Torch. You said, DJ Torch said, hi, Ringo. I know you're watching. Torch told him, we said, still didn't take no for a fucking answer.
Listen to what he say.
So let me read this.
Listen to what his reply is.
Let me read this. Thank you so much, Jostar. Yes, hit the like button for me. And Nicole said, I can't get over the fact that he is cursing people by wishing death upon people who slander his name. That's witchcraft and not how God operates. Exactly. It's not how God operates because he's not of God.
That's true.
Yeah, that's too much writing he was doing.
Too much
writing.
I ain't doing all that.
Too much writing, right? So let's continue, you guys. I appreciate y'all listening. This is just really frustrating because I'm continuously having to expose people like this, man. Just take your L, take your lying ass on somewhere and go and leave me the fuck alone because you're a liar. I told you I wasn't comfortable and you still continue to write me.
Yeah.
You still continue to write me.
This got Creepazoid written all over it.
Now, this is what he said. After I told him, I don't want to talk to him anymore. Let's keep it cordial. I feel uncomfortable. I don't feel right. I'm letting him know straight up all this. He still didn't take no for an answer. Let's go ahead and read what he said. While I was doing my live stream, I was talking about loving Black women and building family. I was actually thinking about you.
What?
Why was you thinking about me when I told you I'm not with it? How are you thinking about me?
Yeah.
Now y'all see why I was so creepy.
How you got a whole family and you thinking about another woman building another family, my nigga?
Out. He did not leave me the fuck alone. I was actually thinking about you while I was saying what I said. Then my phone vibrated and I looked and all I seen was your text saying, sorry, I can't continue communicating with you. Then my heart dropped.
What?
my heart dropped. You see this? Show all the text messages in context, you fucking liar. I told you to leave me the fuck alone and you still kept going.
Right. We just saw 3 different times.
When I say I feel uncomfortable, when I say I don't feel right.
Bro, a woman tell you she's uncomfortable one time is enough for you to back off. She told you 3 times she wasn't comfortable. That's deserving of 3 red flags.
Right. When I say let's keep it cordial, when I say stop fucking talking to me, that means stop talking to me. You kept going. You have no respect for boundaries.
He's a narcissist. What do you expect?
Just crazy, yo. Don't ever try to lie on my fucking name, nigga. You still kept talking. Told this nigga straight up, no, I don't feel comfortable. Let's stop talking. Let's stop communicating. I still don't. He's still fucking writing me, making me feel uncomfortable.
That's what narcissists
Come on,
do.
Man. Don't ever try to lie on my motherfucking name, period. So let me read this from the beginning. He said, while I was doing my live stream, I was talking about loving Black women and building family. I was actually thinking about you. Didn't I say he was making videos targeting me? And I felt it was subliminally like making videos about me. And I felt that made me more uncomfortable. He started making videos about our conversation without saying my name. He started making videos about building family and polygyny. I'm just like, all these videos coming out of nowhere, all these posts coming out of nowhere. I'm feeling extra uncomfortable. This nigga's obsessed. How are you thinking about me while you doing a live stream and I'm not thinking about you when I do my live streams? You see what I'm talking about, man. Don't ever try to fucking play me in your fucking life. You gonna take this L to your fucking grave. So let's read that again. He said, while I was doing my live stream, remember, this is after I told him I'm not comfortable with us communicating. Let's keep it cordial, only on YouTube, this and that. While I was doing my live stream, I was talking about loving Black women and building family. I was actually thinking about you while I was saying what I said. Then my phone vibrated and I looked and all I seen was your text saying, sorry, I can't continue communicating with you, meaning I wanted to stop all communication, right? Then my heart dropped. Seriously, I thought the feeling was mutual and I wholeheartedly wanted you. I don't know what else to say, or I don't know what to say. Yes, it hurts because I knew what I want and needed was you. Don't ever play me, nigga. This was all you, you simp ass, punk ass nigga. This was
Damn.
you.
This is embarrassing.
This was you.
I'm
and
embarrassed.
even after I told you this, you still wouldn't leave me alone. So don't ever get on here lying on my motherfucking name in your raggedy ass life. Because like I always say, the truth will stand. And this is what made me more uncomfortable. After I told the nigga I'm uncomfortable, he gonna write this shit. All I needed and wanted was you. I can't explain it. I thought the feeling was mutual. I wholeheartedly wanted you. How you think this make me feel? Do you think this make me feel even more uncomfortable, or do you think this make me feel better? Are you kidding me?
Right. You probably made that girl feel so fucking dirty.
DJ Torch said, let me remind everyone he has a wife and 4 kids. You think he'd be happy with her and give up? He's just exposing how broken he is. Thank you. Oh, that's an excellent point. Oh man.
His wife and his kids tied up in the basement. His wife in the basement tied up butt naked like the Django wife.
DJ Torch. Damn, that's excellent.
He got her in a hole in the basement.
Damn, that's excellent.
Chained up.
Shout out to you for that, making that excellent point. This is a broken man who was looking for somebody to fix him. He looking for someone who he don't care. He's so desperate. They don't have to believe in what he believe in. They don't have to be a Hebrew Israelite. They don't have to follow the Bible. You so desperate, you would take anybody as long as you're attracted to that person. Thank you, DJ Torch. Again, and this is why I felt uncomfortable. I kept telling him. I told him flat out, y'all.
She reading the shit out of that.
You saw what I said. And this is exactly why I held this ace of fucking spade in my hand. Because I knew he would come out with some bullshit. And I said, you know what? As soon as you come out with that bullshit, I'm going to put this ace of spade on that ass. Because it says it all right here. I said it in plain English to leave me alone, and I felt uncomfortable. And this married 45-year-old man with 4 kids talking about he wholeheartedly wanted me. I don't know what to say. Yes, it hurts. Like this man knew me for all his life. Yes, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Because I knew what I want and needed was you, not your wife. He knew what he wanted and needed was charisma. Now you gonna take this L to the grave, bitch nigga. He's still talking, y'all. I told him I didn't want to talk to him and to leave me alone. I felt uncomfortable. He's still talking. Not going to try to explain anything because you may not want to hear anything more regarding it. So he knew I didn't want to hear nothing else. He knew I was uncomfortable. He still disrespected me, disrespected his wife, disrespected my boundaries that I set, and still was pushing up on me.
Right? I don't know how the fuck will his wife look like a grandma.
This is the issue. Fatal attraction. He says, not going to try to explain anything because you may not want to hear anything more regarding this. If your heart doesn't feel what I feel right now, then my words would be in vain. Okay, motherfucking Shakespeare.
No, I was going to say, who the fuck you think he is? Shakespeare?
If I express anything more. Let me read that again. Not going to try to explain anything because you may remember he's married with 4 children and I am 15 years younger, about 15 years younger than this man. Don't ever try to act like you a victim. I'm about 15 years younger than you. You the one with a wife and 4 children. You were born about 15 years before I was born. When I was 15, you was motherfucking 30. Don't ever try to act like you no fucking victim when you was basically professing your love as a married man in my fucking inbox, in my fucking text messages. This is why I felt uncomfortable, and I let you know I felt uncomfortable, and you still tried to pursue me.
Damn.
Still try to pursue me. It's a shame. So now let's continue. He said, not going to try to explain anything because you may not want to hear anything more regarding this. But he kept on going. If your heart doesn't feel what I feel right now, then my words would be in vain if I expressed anything more. Me being a husband, here we go, right here. This is what I want y'all to see right here. Because I want you to see the type of fucking woman I am. And the type of nigga he is. Me being a husband doesn't mean I'm taken or off limits. I'm going to let this sit right here for you motherfuckers in the back. For you mammies in the back. For you bitches who can't accept that your nigga in a female's inbox cheating on your ass. I'm going to leave this right here for that ass. And you're going to thank me later. I'm being the upright individual. I'm being the honest individual. I'm the one having integrity. He trying to make me a 304. He trying to make me into a woman I'm not.
Sound like it to me.
He said, me being a husband doesn't mean I'm taken.
How does that not? That's exactly what that means.
There was no risk in doing anything with me because nothing was hidden. So I'm going to let that sit right there for you married women, because this is an example of a lying, cheating ass dog of a husband who's in a single woman, a younger single woman with no kids inbox in my fucking text messages saying how he's professing his love and all he wanted and needed was me. I didn't know this nigga 2 weeks. This is why I felt uncomfortable. Then this motherfucker gonna get on here and try to act like I knew he was fucking married. Act like I was cool with it. I showed you right here I wasn't cool with it. And there's fucking DMs that he deleted that I told him 3 times. He wasn't taking no for a fucking answer. This is his mindset. Me being a husband doesn't mean I'm taken or off limits. Then what's the fuck the point is being married? What's the point of being married if you ain't taken? What's the point of being married if you ain't off limits? Huh. Yeah. What was the point of saying your vows to your wife? What was the point of impregnating your wife 4 different times and having 4 children by that same fucking woman? What was the point of that? You don't respect women. You don't respect your wife. You don't respect your daughters. And you don't respect me. You don't respect your fucking self. Don't ever try to ruin my name and slander me, nigga, because you gonna fail every time. What his words say out of his mouth. Me being a husband doesn't mean I'm taken or off limits. This is the mindset of these niggas, yo.
That's exactly what that means.
These type of niggas, oh, I'm a man of God. The Bible don't say that. The Bible says to leave your house, to leave your home, to leave your mother and father, you may be joined with one wife. One wife. You tried to make me into a hoe. I'm not that one. I'm so much of a woman that I chose to expose you. A fucking low down woman wouldn't do this shit. I need for people to understand that. If I was low down and if I said, fuck my sisters, fuck these married women, I don't give a fuck, I'll take your nigga. If I had that mindset, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing.
She take me.
The Bible says have one wife. And those two shall join together.
I want to get to this Charleston Brown stuff.
So
Charleston White stuff.
He kept on writing me, and then this is what I respond. I just started being rude. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I started being rude at this point because he would not stop writing me. So I started being rude. I said, I wish you nothing but the best, and I hope you find what you're looking for in that respect. We have two different beliefs, and I feel you're taking things personal. Just because you have videos on your channel doesn't mean that every single viewer have watched your videos. When you want to get to know someone, you tell them your status up front and not have them guess or ask. You didn't ask my status because you don't care. Laugh out loud. And I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, but you're taking things personal now. And I said, I'm not. See, I was still being respectful. I didn't even get rude how I could have. So let me see the ending of my message, wherever it is. These are all out of order. Let me see. I guess I didn't. But anyway, this is where he didn't respond after this because I had to be straight up. I said, let me go to my fucking messages. Hold up.
He still kept messaging her. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around that.
Give me 1 second. Talking too much, that's a red flag. Go with that answer. You leave her the fuck alone. Your viewer have watched your videos. When you want to get to know someone, you tell them your status up front and not have them guess or ask. You didn't ask my status because you don't care. Laugh out loud. And I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, but you're taking things personal now. And I said, I'm not. See, I was still being respectful. I didn't even get rude how I could have. So let me see the ending of my message, wherever it is. These are all out of order. Let me see.
All right. We're going to go to the Charleston White joint so I can close this out.
If you see the boy in Frisco stabbed to death by Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah. My heart goes out to the family. They trying to make this a race issue, and this is a right or wrong issue.
Okay. So no, real quick, I like where you're going on this because I'm not even trying to race bait or anything. People are making this about black and white. You see that they're trying to make this kind of like a Trayvon Martin kind of, you know.
They're not making it a black and white thing. We just saying that if it was the other way around, the young boy wouldn't have got locked. The white kid wouldn't have got locked up. It probably wouldn't even have been big news. Things would have went differently, and we all know that. Like, we're not trying to make it a race thing, but when it comes down to it, if it was the other way around, things would have went differently. That's all we're saying.
They're talking about it, but where do you?
It is. Trayvon Martin was an angry black kid that had to be sent to his father because he lacked discipline, grew up in a home with his single mother. Any well-behaved kid with manners that had respect of adults, once George Zimmerman approached him, whether he's right or wrong, as a child, this is an adult. You get off the phone with that fat ass girlfriend you trying to fuck, you call your dad and say, hey dad, it's an adult around here to just stop me. He says he's calling the police. Rather than doing that, he had an attitude because as young black males in this country, we have an authority problem because we walking around angry, displaced from our father's issues, but we resent our mothers.
That's true.
So we're a ticking time bomb. And Trayvon Martin could fight. So that's why I say you be careful approaching some of these young kids. What a 13-year-old will kick a 40-year-old's ass.
That's true.
And that's what happened in that situation. He underestimated this kid and he was looking for trouble. But by law, he was right. And he was judged by his peers. Right. So we can't say nothing once you're judged by your peers.
No, he wasn't right because you're not supposed to pursue him. The cops told him, do not pursue Trayvon Martin, and he pursued him anyway. So he was not right.
Well, what do you think is going to happen in this Austin thing? You think he's going to
as morals and values, you tell the teacher. Somebody fucking with you, you tell the teacher. Let the teachers know. So when y'all have an altercation, you're cleared and you're covered. Documentation beats conversation. So word to documentation to say this is self-defense. It's a premeditated crime because you took a weapon in fear. Anticipating to use it.
That was premeditated though.
And it said a track meet. You getting ready to run track with other kids and you got a knife on you. No, man, you got to go to jail. You got to go. There's no so when is it all right to?
It's not. It is, but it isn't premeditated. Obviously, the kids have been bullying him for a while, so in a way, it is premeditated. But then it's both. It's premeditated self-defense in my eyes. That boy knew something was going to pop off that day. Why would he just up and just take a knife to a track meet? He knew something was going down that day. That is premeditated, but it's still self-defense in my eyes.
Kill the bully. I don't give a fuck what the bully did. He don't have a right to die.
No.
Yeah,
man, you weak man. That's why I say teach the kids how to deal with bullies, and this won't happen. We're all not equal.
Yes, he do. Yes, he do. He had every fucking right to. He bullied that man over a seat, and it obviously that kid reached his boiling point. They obviously were bullying that kid every day, and he reached his boiling point. And I would look, man. I'll be upset about my kid too, but if I found out my son was a bully, like I don't know how I would feel because I don't like bullies, and I didn't raise my son to be a bully, and I'm not raising my son to be a bully, so I'll be conflicted.
Even in nature, you can be feeding a flock of birds. There's going to always be one bird to come in and take the food from the. This is nature. Yeah. You cannot get rid of bullies. Teach the kids how to deal with them. Bullies build character. You go to work, it's going to be a bully supervisor, a bully co-worker. You cannot get rid of the bully. Teach our children conflict resolution. Everything don't have to end in violence. But when you come from the black culture, everything is disputed in violence.
Do you know if this man told how you know this man didn't go to the teachers several times and they did nothing? How did we know that? I don't remember them ever talking about that.
Violence.
Yeah, that is the problem though. That's how
it's the culture.
That's the culture. Is that's how they solve when you have a serious.
All right, y'all. I'm going to bed. I got a headache. I had enough nonsense for one night. I'm going to bed. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.